Okay, hold on. There we go.
Hey kids! It's time to have fun! Ready, set, fun!
What the fuck did that say? This is so good! By the way, God bless whoever edited this video. That was the perfect ending to it, I'll be honest with you.
Your content isn't even art, Jim. Your content isn't even artistic.
You were picking on a guy weaker than you, weren't you, Jim?
I might say it's because you're a loser who's playing to an audience of children.
I'd like to join your posse, boys, but first I'm going to sing a little song.
He's the very best. He's the rootiest, rootiest cowboy in the
Okay. Okay. Oh, fuck.
You have a bully cabal that you have created to attack people.
Outer heaven.
What else would you call it?
I'd call it the Sweet Squad. We spread hugs and love across the internet.
Bullshit. You know that's not true. You know what you do.
What about name the bully?
No.
Name the bully for a thing. Bully Hunter will help you.
You don't want to build a wall. Instead, you want to use a military approach and run sorties over drug cartels.
Sure, and work with Mexico to rebuild its country. Yeah, sure. If we're going to invest money into something, why not in making Mexico better so that a bunch of fucking people don't run away from that country into ours?
Okay. That's brilliant.
This is like the ultimate condescending argument from somebody that's never ever been in a shitty position in their entire life. Like, I can't even believe that somebody.
What the fuck you're talking
I don't. You can't. Either that or you lack zero empathy or have zero intelligence.
I'm not part of your lying, doxing, harassing teenage fan club. I'm someone doing something in real life.
And I have an army of mercenary children wreaking havoc on web forums from here to hell and back.
You understand I'm a person, don't you? Do you think white people act like this? White people are meant to be polite and respectful to one another, and you guys can't even act like white people. It's really, like, amazing to me.
Jim, it's people like you that need to get a bullet to the head. Because you're promoting hatred, bigotry.
Is it bigotry against pedophiles? Pedophobia. It's pedophobia.
You're low rent, low IQ trash. I was 100% right to call you a religious bigot. It's what you and your fans are.
But as a white person who is male, you're never told that there's anything you can do. You have no idea what it's like to be told you're not supposed to do that. That's not the kind of job for you, because the sky is the fucking limit.
What I was saying was that there's this YouTuber that I admire very much, that I used to admire, but I realized that his game is to punch down. But he always mocks people who are weak, who are small. I can't stand the big guy who bullies me, or tries to bully me.
There is a toxicity that has developed among gamers.
Okay.
All right? It feels somewhat fascist in the way it's working.
That's amazing.
Well, hello, chat. Oh boy, it's that time of year again, where libshits lose their mind and they start rioting. I love a good communist bonfire, especially held in the middle of the fucking highway. Oh boy, are we gonna have some fun. And I've been watching this for the last couple of days, and I was debating whether or not wanted to do a stream on it. We used to do riot streams all the time. Gave it a lot of consideration, to be honest with you. But first, let me just ask you, how's your weekend treating you? How are you all doing this fine Sunday evening at midnight? Well, 11 o'clock. I guess it depends where you are, but late at night. Late at night. Unless you're in California, then you're going to be able to see just fine. It'd be like daylight with all the fires going on. All the cop cars lit ablaze, all the storefronts vandalized, all the gas stations exploding, maybe? I don't know. Have we reached that point yet? Potentially. Oh, somebody's saying turn your mic up, Jim. Let me work at it a little bit. Let me see if that's working a little bit. We can adjust. We can adjust. Give me a second. Stop bullying me. I think it's fine. I think it's good. I think it's doing just fine. I know you're fucking with me. Okay, but I can think fast. I'm quick on my feet. You can't trick me, chat. It's just not going to happen. I'm on guard. I'm watching out for communists. I don't know if they're gonna take their little taco trucks and drive down here and maybe teach me a lesson, because I know Minnesota, kind of went through something similar once. Looks like it's brilliant. Looks like it's good. I think my audio's fine. I think you just can't hear it properly, because that crowd of illegals burning shit in the streets is perhaps causing you some issues. It's good now. Everybody, chat, is it good now? Do I have to do a poll? I'm not in a hurry here, so we can take our time. We can ease into it. Is my audio good? Also, are you a communist agent? Yes, no. I'll let you answer that one. There we go. Let me put that poll up. We'll see how it's going. We'll see how it does. I know I'm not muted because I have a secondary device I can hear on. My audio is good, 58%, 50% of you. Though I am a little concerned that many people are communist agents. I think we might be having a fucking issue going on. Not sure. What if both? Well, apparently you are both. I got you. That's right, Lando. I saw it, and now you're fucked. Maybe you don't know this. Let me let you in on a little bit of lore for those who aren't aware. But Pete Hegseth, Pete, grew up down the street from me. So I've got an inside line into the government. Literally, about a half a block from my house. We're about the same age, too. So I'm going to call him up. We're gonna start some shit. It's going to get rowdy in here. Let me check sound settings. I know you're all fucking with me. It's fuck with a boomer day. Fuck with a boomer day. That's what we always do out here, isn't it? There we go. I think it's good. I think we're doing good. If you can't hear me now, I don't know what to tell you. Other than the communists have gotten to your setup and There's no helping you. God protect you. You're in trouble. That's right. That's right, chat, TJ. I'm calling in the Pete connection. I've got a hotline to the White House. I just pick up that phone and say, hey, I want you to fly a sortie over Ian Miles Chong. I know he's in Singapore. Fuck it. Let's do it. Nobody likes him. Nobody likes him. Divert the planes that we sent to Mexico on Destiny's behalf and fly them out to Ian, because I don't know if you're going to pronounce his name properly. He doesn't deserve it. He's not an American. You don't need to pronounce his name properly. You can just say Ick. Ick. He'll know who you're talking about. Ick, you know, the little icky dwarf. The little Singaporean icky dwarf. That's his nickname in the White House. That's what, Malaysian. Oh my God, if he's Malaysian, then we've got a problem, because I sent the jets in a completely different direction. Somebody's terribly fucked right now, and it's not Ian. Still looking for a little revenge for flashbanging that pupper. I remember. You may not be aware of this, but I was on stream with him and grilled him about his shenanigans when it came to murdering people's pets, and he fully admitted it. He fully admitted that, yes, he did, in fact, flashbang a pupper. And then he swatted Andy Worski. He's a menace. He's a little midget menace. A little foreign midget menace. I like the alliteration. Anyway, chat, how's that weekend treating you? How's your Sunday going? I haven't really done an impromptu riot stream in forever. I used to do them back in the day. Justice for Jamar, Twerk for Justice. There are quite a few of them. Everything from Trayvon Martin all the way up until George Floyd, and everything in between, really. And Minnesota's been a shitty little epicenter for riots left and right. But here we go. Now it's kicking off in California. A little bit in New York, but mostly in California is what I've been watching. It's going to be dirty. Unprepared, unprofessional late-night stream without really any effort put into it. I had prepared streams about different subjects. I want to talk about Kirsch and other things going on in the VTubing sphere, and different little ancillary lolcows you might not have heard of from TikTok. Had a whole bunch of shit prepared. Then I got some kidney stones, and I'm like, fuck that. Been pissing blood for a week. Got this thing inside of me. It feels like I'm giving fucking birth. So I decided, I'm going to hold off on it. But then I've been watching this for the last 2 days, and I was like, I have to talk about it. I'm going crazy if I don't talk about it. It's fucking everywhere, and it's driving me a little bit crazy. A Patrick stream? Really? Stalker child? Okay, you sit in the corner and you rub your pepperoni nipples and you think about it. Maybe we're not going to do a Patrick stream. Maybe that's not going to happen. All right? I'm sorry, but because you asked me that question, I'm going to have to cancel your Airbnb. You're not going to get to see my kick-ass motorcycle and leather jacket anymore, pepperoni nipples. What do you think about that? There are consequences. You don't get to come to the bar and watch me drink Zimas. All because you asked for a Patrick stream. Now you're going to suffer. You know, I think that amount of shit-talking is probably enough for him to hunt me down now. Write a really shitty sci-fi novel with a villain named Metokur in there. Mr. Metokur, Scourge of the Stars. Actually, I don't know what kind of book Patrick writes, aside from animal sexual fiction. I've heard. I've not read any of his books, I'll be honest with you. But from what I understand, he's the first person to ever conceptualize a starship that's powered by fucking goats. Apparently that's the power source in the engine room. A bunch of very horny people just slam fucking goats to get up to warp speed. Probably why it didn't sell so well. He's got a little bit of a issue, really, when it comes to goat fucking. Allegedly, from what I hear. Again, I haven't read his books. Patrick. We'll get to Patrick. We'll cover him. It's coming. It's coming, Patrick. Yeah, some people in chat, what? I understand. I know you don't know. I know. But Patrick he's a character. He's one of those little itty-bitty ancillary locals, really. Oh, shit, I've got a little bit of feedback bumping into me here every time I twist my head, so I'm just going to keep doing it, because fuck you. You've got to listen to the audio. I don't. It's not my fault. Oh, my God. Yeah, we're going to do this sloppy. We're going to just be doing this on Twitter. We're going to be looking at Twitter clips. Maybe looking at some live coverage if really crazy shit pops up. If you want to send me something, if something has gone absolutely tits up insane, currently happening. Remember, it's at Moshi Moshi Moan, MOSHIMOSHIMOAN. You've got the best clip. Please don't send me black cocks. I can't really show those on a YouTube stream. Maybe if I was on, Twitch, that would be allowed. Hassan's kind of a big fan, iDubbbz kind of craves it. But over here on YouTube, we've got that heteronormative standard for streaming. So unless they're rocking tits, it's not happening. I'm sorry, but you're going to suffer. You're going to suffer with me. So to catch us up to speed, what's going on in California? Well, we've got ICE, immigration. Ooh, La Migra. Going out to clean up some of the illegal criminals that are out there. Now, if you've watched a lot of the ICE stuff, if you've watched any of the real communication from any of these departments in the U.S. government lately, when they're talking about their cleanup efforts, when they're talking about grabbing these illegals and pulling them in, they're always putting up criminal records. And by God, I've noticed a fucking trend, a trend that seems to be consistently happening for the last 2 months, that every time they bring in these people, it's always some degenerate piece of shit. It can't just be some guy that carjacked something or a drunk driver, even though those are crimes. You don't want illegals over here doing those things. Instead, what do we get? What are we dealing with? Some child molester, some child rapist, somebody that's a serial killer, somebody that's done just appalling, horrific things. And it makes me wonder, how did they get in the country in the first place? Why was security so lax on that southern border? Why did Joe Biden and our immigration czar, our border czar, Kamala Harris, remember, she was in charge of that. Why did they let so many people through? And why were those people not the astronauts and brain surgeons I was promised they were going to be, but instead criminals? Horrific criminals doing terrible shit to children. Of course, they got through. So ICE decides they're going to go do a little bit of cleanup. Swing by Home Depot, grab some people early in the morning, like something out of a shitty 90s movie that you'd see on television, where they've got 35 day workers just hanging out because, of course, it's California. Why wouldn't they? And they're all getting snatched, and the city descends into fucking madness. And now we've had 2 days of local Democratic politicians, as well as those on the federal level, doing everything they can to excuse the behavior you're watching take place, while federal government agents try to, I don't know, arrest degenerate, horrible fucking people committing awful, atrocious crimes. Now, I don't know. I had said this about 4 months back. I said that you're going to watch America go through a period, probably about a year long, of deprogramming, like somebody that's left a cult. That the majority of people that were kind of not tuned in to what was really going on politically or in any of the government agencies was going to see things start to change, and it was going to make them ask very basic questions. Why am I paying money to support somebody who's here illegally and doesn't pay taxes? Why are they able to get loans for housing without any credit check or history of work, but I have to? Why are you giving them TIN numbers to bypass things and to get credit cards and different services without any checks on them? They started to ask themselves questions like, could we actually pay for Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid? Could we cover all the veterans' benefits? Could we do all these social welfare programs and all these public work programs if we weren't wasting so much money on people that were here illegally? Why are we letting illegal immigrants vote in our elections? Why are we letting illegal immigrants, and this is true, by the way, get jobs in law enforcement in certain jurisdictions? How much of a chapped ass would you have if you got pulled over for some speeding violation and the guy that pulled you over doesn't speak fucking English and on top of it is here illegally? He has a job in fucking law enforcement and they are here illegally, and somehow that's okay. You're going to get a ticket from that person and that's okay. Kind of fucking insane, isn't it? A little bit crazy. Started making people, ponder this a little bit. And once that you said money was cut off, once all those NGOs and nonprofits that were really just set up for the cousin of a sister, of a brother, of a politician to siphon off money, once all these things started falling apart, people started asking more and more questions. Why is the mainstream media so against people cleaning this shit up? Why are these politicians fighting so hard for these criminals? kind of makes you wonder. You know, the idea of a narco-tyranny where the government is hostile to the law-abiding citizen, where they're more interested in protecting the rights of a criminal than they are you, and where they punish you for protecting yourself because there are no services that protect you anymore. That seems to be the system that they're really keen on setting up. That seems to be the thing that they really want to have in place. I don't think there's been a single Democratic politician, locally or federally, or regionally anywhere, that's come out and said, you know what, I'm on the side of the tax-paying, law-abiding citizen. It's always the fucking criminal. They want to sit down and have a martini with them. They want to go and get them out of holding. They want to prevent ICE from arresting them. They want the courts not to prosecute them. They want the news station to whitewash their history of criminality and present them as a good father instead of a human trafficking wife beater. Kind of crazy. And so that's what I've been watching for like 2 or 3 days since this California shit kicked off, is just unrepentant defending of criminals by the left, and those on the right, and the neutrals, the independents, the libertarians, everybody else really wondering what the fuck is going on. Why is this even an issue? Oh my God, ICE is coming to arrest people. We can't let them do that. And if you've really watched what's going on, you'll see, especially if you look at people like Andy Nagao and others on Twitter who've kind of covered this in the past, all those Antifa networks that were active and openly trying to subvert government agencies from quelling riots and arresting criminals, they're once again active. Now, of course, most of them have transitioned, leftist transitioning, what a shock, have transitioned over to using Blue Sky rather than Twitter, but they're still active. They're still out there. They're still doing it. And no repercussions. This is how Minneapolis got burned to the ground. This is why they lost their precinct. This is why all the businesses were driven out. This is why homes got looted and businesses got looted and people got beaten. Because you had a bunch of dysgenic, dysfunctional fucking Antifa and commies organizing and fomenting this shit. You had politicians running cover for this shit. You had media refusing to openly discuss what's actually happening when this shit's going down. And it just escalated and escalated. And let me give you a little update. They said, oh, insurance will cover the damage. Oh, the city will rebuild. The businesses will come back. Nope. I think they're, what is it? As far as like commercial properties, when you're looking in the Twin Cities, commercial properties and the amount of them that are occupied, it's like a fucking 50 or 60% occupancy rate. On top of that, numerous businesses have left the area and they've not come back. There are food deserts. Corporations that had headquarters there have left. Insurance couldn't cover the damage. I think 13 or 14 small business owners that were in the heart of this are now suing the fucking city. So things didn't get better. They remained shitty. Crime remained high. Now you look at Los Angeles, which wasn't a great place to begin with, and they're already doing it. What do you think, chat? What do you think the odds are that we're going to get another Chaz? Do you remember that? The autonomous zones? Do you remember the autonomous zones where a bunch of dumb fucking commies got together and let in all the street thugs and gangbangers and their utopic view of how the world was going to work? And then they shot a bunch of kids? Oh, the government's bad. The police are bad. They murdered children in their autonomous zone. A fucking warlord, of street gangs and illegal immigrants showed up with automatic weaponry and murdered children in the communist Chaz region. So, what are the odds? What are the odds, chat, that we get that one again? What are the odds that that happens a fucking second time? That we get a Los Angeles autonomous zone? Would that be lazy? Like those goddamn Mexicans? Would it be lazy? Huh? We got the autonomous zone in LA out there. Are they just eating tacos all day? Are they going to grow their own fucking fruits and vegetables like Chaz did? That was a winner. Boy, they didn't starve immediately from that one. Somebody saying it was Chaz Chop. They changed the name by commission a few times. Worked out really great for them. I'm sure changing the name was what they needed to make it work so well. Oh, hold on. I forgot about our poll. Our poll's done. Turns out 53% of you are communist agents. Shameful. Shameful, chat. How could you do it? But let's get comfy. We're going to go over the clips of this going on. They're fucking everywhere. They're just it's nothing. It's nothing. Oh, you know what? I love this picture. Actually, I'm going to put this up on the background. Give me 1 second. This picture is just perfect. This so fucking sums it up. Hold on. Oh my god. Let me get this one as a background. Let me call it La Raza. Ay ay ay. Oh. Hold on. Where are we? Oh no, the migras after us. Ese blood in, blood out. Okay, here we go. God, it's just every stereotype rolled up into one. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, no, let me make sure. Hold on. Sorry. Let me make sure my whoring out is still there. I want you to see those advertisements. Don't forget to go pick up a great t-shirt or hat over at Metokur.myshopify.com. Hot deals for a hot riot. There we go. Oh, listen, they're brain surgeons. They're astronauts. Come on. They just want to be, I've been watching Newsom and other politicians say, oh my God, these people they're little baby angels. They're saints. Yeah, look at our saint. This is a living stereotype that you're looking at. You know how they say stereotypes are bad? Well, I mean, what are you looking at? Look at this shit. Standing in front of Dale's fucking Donuts. Waving a Mexican flag as cars burn, throwing up gang signs. Fucking, oh my God, it's perfect. Can somebody explain to me the logic and reasoning of why you immigrate, legally or illegally, to a nation for, a better chance at prosperity, a better life, more security for your children, more opportunities for them, to escape maybe tyranny or persecution? And then once you get there, all you do is wave their flag. You're telling me Mexico was so terrible that you had to cross rivers and go through jungles and shit because you couldn't make a living there. It's so dangerous. Oh my God, the cartels. And the second you get here, rather than being like, yeah, that place was a shithole, you go out in the streets and burn cars and wave their fucking flag? How does that make sense? Make that make sense to me. I guess it just doesn't. I can't really figure it out. Somebody in chat, too fat to be Palestinian. Harsh but true. Harsh but true. They aren't sending their best? Yeah, but they're sending everybody. That's the fucking problem. How much money, how many resources have we wasted on this shit? What was it, 7 or 8 years ago? God, I remember I had a conversation. I went on to Destiny's stream. No, my God, it would have been 8 or 9 years ago. This was right at the start of Trump's first presidency. Yeah, God, that was a long time ago. And we talked about 3 key things. By the way, if you go back and watch that stream, I was right about every single fucking one of them. Literally every example I gave has come to pass and happened exactly how I said it would. We talked about globalization, and my argument was that global trade makes America weaker by not having an industrial base. We put ourselves in danger. That just-in-time delivery could have negative consequences for us. That relying too much on China was a bad idea. And then, of course, COVID happens and manufacturing shits the bed, and what do you know? Would have been better if we'd had a little more self-reliance. I brought up DEI and how hiring practices based on quotas was dangerous to the public. And I specifically gave the example of hiring female minority pilots and air traffic controllers and the danger that would pose to the public. And if you go back and listen to that stream, when I brought those examples up, he's like, no, that's not possible, Jim. You're such an idiot. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm so sure, Jim. A black female pilot's going to be dangerous. How many fucking planes have we had flying into the fucking runway upside down now? Maybe go talk to Boeing. Maybe Jimmy was on to something there, Destiny. But of course, the biggest example we talked about was immigration and illegals coming to the United States, and he gave me some fucking bizarre book. My God, what did he say? It was something to the effect of, it's like a neighborhood. You should leave your door open. Don't lock down the border. Why would you do that? Everything's going to be fine. But I will take credit for the fact that I got him to admit we should be flying sorties over Mexico. Destiny was all for bombing the shit out of Mexican cities. He wanted to send the Air Force to carpet bomb them. Ah. Jesus. Yeah, Jim, we need to carpet bomb Mexico. Okay, Destiny, if you insist, I guess we will. God, 10 years. Essentially 10 years of just immigration that's been out of control. Yeah, in Trump's first term, he did some stuff. And then that got immediately reversed and undone under Biden, who apparently was, by the way, under cognitive decline. Everybody that shit posted about it, made jokes about him shitting himself in front of the Pope. Congratulations, you were 100% correct. Anybody else enjoying, too, that members of the mainstream media who had made it their mission to criticize anybody, whether they were actual other media figures or just your average Joe on social media, if you had talked about Biden being just out of it, whether you speculated it was Alzheimer's or some other medical condition, they made it their mission to come after you, call you a conspiracy theorist, said that you were out of your mind, you didn't know what you're talking about. And now these motherfuckers are writing tell-all books, tell-all fucking books, talking about how they knew. Oh, yeah, no, I knew Joe was out of his mind. He was shitting himself silly. I completely knew that was happening. Scummiest motherfuckers on earth, especially CNN, especially their anchors that were doing it, though everybody else was fucking involved. These are the same people that went after some kid that made a wrestling gif of Donald Trump suplexing the CNN logo through a table, and they doxed his ass. Just mean, petty, vicious little shits. But, you know, out there with their falsehoods. You thought Joe was out of his mind. Well, you were right, and they knew you were right, but they were still coming after you. And what do you see when you watch coverage of this shit going on in LA, or when you watch anything related to immigration or ICE in the last 4 or 5 months? It's them talking about everybody's an innocent baby angel. They're all astronauts and brain surgeons. They all came over here with 42 kids and a wife, not just a bunch of men. And that you're evil and heartless and soulless and wicked if you want them to be deported. How much do you want to bet in 10 years they're going to be writing tell-all books like they are right now about Joe Biden, about immigration, saying, oh yeah, we knew they were all rapists. We knew they were all criminals. We just didn't give a shit because that's what we got paid for. We were propaganda. Beautiful. God, Jesus. Somebody in chat, Joe has ass cancer. I don't know what kind of cancer he is. Something about prostate, wasn't it? Stage 4 or some shit like that? I don't know. All I know is apparently very severe. Would entail going into every organs, the bone marrow, just everything. But that doesn't just magically come up upon you. That would have been shit he would have been dealing with for a while president. But again, nobody's saying anything because they've got control of that auto pen. God, you know, Trump has almost turned into essentially what Alex Jones has been for the last 2 years. You know how everybody would shitpost and be like, oh my God, Alex Jones was right. They'd take something that he said, some obscure shit he said from like 10 years ago, and then it turns out to happen, and they're like, look at this shit, Alex Jones was right. And it's happened like 50 fucking times now. And we've got Trump who's kind of going through the same thing. A lot of the shit he's been talking about is taking place. It's happening. It's going to start to make people wonder, fuck, was he right about 2020? Was he right about those elections? Motherfucker's been right about quite a few things at this point. Maybe he was onto something. Maybe he Hardy Boyed the shit out of that. Did the old Scooby Crew shit and figured out the mystery. Ah. Yeah. So I've been enjoying the riots. Well, not really enjoying them, but just watching them and getting a little pissed off. Kind of like I did during the Minnesota riots. All of them. Repeated riots. God, there were so many riots up here. It was fucking crazy. And then just arguing with literal liberal communists on Twitter. I don't know how they follow me. Granted, I'm not super political, so it's not like that's all I fucking talk about. But you kind of would pick up on the shit I'm putting down, I would guess. Based on the videos and streams I've done collectively for the last 15 fucking years. But somehow they follow. Lefty Poll. Do you know what Lefty Poll is? It's the communist version of Poll. The person that runs that fucking account follows me on Twitter and acts shocked when I talk about immigrants being here illegally being bad. Did you get lost? Did you think what did you you thought I was a game grump? Did you mistakenly click follow, not knowing what my hot takes are? I'm not sure how that fucking how did that transpire? How did you get so lost? I don't fucking know. Oh my god. Oh, La Migra. Let's go take a look at a quick update and see what's currently happening. What's currently happening? Oh my god, what do we got here? Oh, looks like somebody's made a new political ad for Gavin Newsom. Let me pull this up. Let me see if I can get this on screen. Now, how would I do this? Oh, you know what? I got a perfect idea. Hold on 1 second here. Jimmy's got a good idea. Let me see if I can get this going here. Oh, perfect. There we go. Oh, hold on. There we go. It's a new ad for the governor of California. I'm sure you're all thrilled. Okay. All right, let me turn desktop audio on so we got some audio kicking through this. Oh, boy, I hope this works. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've got to take down La Raza. Oh, there we go. Let's get rid of La Raza. Here we go. Let's take a look. Let's watch his new political ad.
There's the American dream and the California dream. There's no Alabama dream. Eat your heart out, Texas, Tennessee, and Florida. This is California. The world looks to us to see that it's possible to live, advance, and prosper together across every conceivable difference. It's what makes this state great, that we don't tolerate that diversity as we once had, but we truly can look today and talk in terms of how we celebrate that diversity.
Oh my God. He's actually saying the fucking line. He's actually saying the line. Diversity is our strength. He's actually out there during a riot saying that. Is he insane? Who the fuck does that? Diversity is our strength. Your state is burning to the ground. Are you out of your fucking mind, Gavin? What the fuck are you doing, champ? Oh, diversity is our strength. Oh, yeah, it's really diverse when everybody's waving a Mexican flag. In that clip alone, did you notice interspersed between all the let me fucking pull this up. Where is it? This is perfect. That's the perfect still. I'm pulling this back. We're going back in. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Interspersed in between all the fucking fires and the billowing, choking, polluting smoke from all the shit these criminals are burning. It's nothing but Mexican flags. It's big, fat dudes in baklavas and ski masks waving Mexican flags. And this motherfucker's talking about how great California diversity is. I don't know if that's so diverse, Gavin. I think it's, one particular sector, one section of, of demographics that are kind of ruining your state. Diversity is our strength. Fucking amazing. State is burning. It's ashes. It's ashes in the air. Diversity is our strength. What a psychopath. Let's go. Let's take a look at the breaking news that's going on right now. Oh, are they gonna activate the Insurrection Act? That would. Here's another. Yeah. Okay. You know what? This actually is starting to piss me off. Okay. Let's get into it. Fuck these people. Come to my country, take all my money, fuck up everything for literally everyone, and then you have the balls, the actual balls, to burn our flag. Oh my God, my country's so bad. I need to go to America. You need to give me free shit. But by the way, I'm going to be a criminal piece of shit and burn your flag. Fuck your country. Fuck everything. But you owe me rights. I'm here illegally because I don't give a shit. Pay me money. Oh, your mother can't afford health insurance? Grandma's sick and dying but doesn't have any social? Oh, that struggling couple's going to starve because there are no food stamps for them? I don't give a shit. I'm a big, fat, fucking taco-eating piece of shit that's stuck across the fucking border. Pay me money. Fucking pieces of shit. Let's watch as they burn flags. Of course. Oh, no, Juan, come back, Juan. Don't you want to spit on my flag some more, you fat piece of shit? Nice Adidas shirt you got from the Goodwill, bitch. You take our charity, too, on top of our money. Thank you, Juan. Donde es la biblioteca, you fat bitch-titted asshole?
And this is not just a good job.
Of course. The criminal illegal that's spitting on our flag as it's being burned is standing right next to the fattest, dumbest, most inappropriately dressed for a riot bitch that's in this entire city. Nice formal dinner wear, you fat land whale. What the fuck am I looking at? Did you rip a drape off the wall and wrap it around yourself? Is that a diamond bracelet, you liberal retard? What the fuck is this? I'm gonna dress up like I'm going to a gala ball and join Juan as he spits on an American flag, because I'm a retarded liberal communist bitch that's going to put a dagger in the back of my fellow Americans. And here are all the other stupid college-age women that are going to help me. Oh, here's my confused grandpa off his fucking Alzheimer's medicine. And here's my gay cuck boyfriend and his baklava. Ooh, he's standing next to Juan because he likes his meat spicy. He likes a spicy burrito up his liberal ass. Ooh, Juan, would you like to go to the gala ball with me as I'm wearing my retarded outfit? Get fucked. Oh my God. Hang yourself. Somebody cut fat asses up. Cut her up and put her on a burrito. Burning the flag. I wouldn't have the balls to do it. I wouldn't go into any other nation in the world and rip their flag down, burn it and spit on it. I wouldn't go to fucking China or Japan or India or Britain or Brazil or El Salvador or Chad or South Africa and say, you owe me money because I walked on your soil. You owe me respect and rights, and I don't give enough of a shit to learn anything about your history or your language or your government or your people. You need to pay me fucking money because I breathe and I walked on your dirt. By the way, I'm going to burn your flag and then burn your cars and burn your business. And fuck you, you can't arrest me or deport me. No other country on earth would tolerate it. Absolutely insane, they come here and do it. Absolutely insane, they think they can come here and do it. And that we've got absolute brain-dead, fucking water-brained people that are defending it. How many shit libs from Twitch, the cesspit of fucking terrorism on the internet now, do I have to listen to telling me this is normal? How many champagne socialist, social media millionaires are going to tell me about the minority struggle from their mini mansion in LA? Oh, hey, Hassan, why don't you tell me about all those terrorist organizations that like to do bombings and how they're really super cool guys, and then tell me about the plight of the immigrants while you have an enema made of $3,000 champagne shot up your ass. That's what I need. I need more of that. That's going to make me more comfortable in accepting the fucking overwhelming horde of ungrateful assholes coming into my country to take advantage of literally fucking everything. God. Oh. Juan. I need Juan. We're just going to start going through clips here, folks. Let's just do that. Let's see. We're going to peruse it. We're going to take a looky-loo, which is a word that needs to come back here. Oh, here's a great one. Riders have set fire to a California Highway Patrol vehicle while the officers are trapped next to it under an overpass. Hey, great job, Governor Newsom. Nothing like letting your cops get lit on fire. I mean, I'm sure they love it. But of course, these poor oppressed minorities, this is their only way to communicate. This is the language of their people. This is their dance. This is the dance of La Raza. Here we go. Let's take a look. Oh, everybody, by the way, Steve is eating, and he will be back later. So if you're watching, presumably on television, I don't know where this is streaming from. But rest assured that Steve, he is coming back. He was just very hungry. Now, how much do you want to bet that at the behest of the governor or the mayor or some other politician or some bureaucrat that's taking the orders of a politician, that the majority of the people in law enforcement in California in these areas that are affected have been told explicitly not to take action, to sit there like a bitch and to take it? How many pieces of footage did you watch from the last 2 days of shit getting burned, of protesters getting aggressive, of fights taking place? There was a video clip of a guy going around with a fire extinguisher in his neighborhood, in his section of the block and where the fuck he was, putting out fires that other people were starting. And they threatened to kill him. They were going to beat his ass with bricks because he was trying to prevent his house and his neighbors' houses from burning down. And watching that on the news, you have to imagine there were police around when this was taking place. How many of those cops do you think were explicitly told, don't do anything, don't interfere, don't arrest people? This is ICE's fault. This is a federal government's fault. They need to suck it up and deal with it. Just let it happen. We must protect Juan at all costs. We can't let our buddy Juan, we just can't let anything happen to him. He's just too fucking special. We don't want anything bad to happen to our boy Juan. Oh my God. Oh, I love this, by the way. Let me pull this clip up. So as this has been going on, I should preface this. As this has been, forget the picture of La Raza. As this has been going on, Newsom has been incessantly on social media and making statements to the press, talking as much shit as he can. Rather than trying to prevent his state from burning to the ground, he's out there talking as much shit as he can. And of course, now he pictures himself as a martyr. This is the most... Oh, excuse me. Oh, I shouldn't have eaten those burritos. Thank you, by the way. We hit that goal. And they were delicious. But he is desperate to make himself the resistance. There is this weird, like, I don't even know what we'd call it. Archetype. The left has constructed, the politicians on the left have constructed, this image of the perfect martyr, and they're also desperate to fulfill that image. You've got people like AOC taking pictures in front of you. Remember when she went to the chain link fence and tried to angle it with a MySpace angle to make it look like she was at Auschwitz or some shit? They're all so desperate to be that resistance figure, the leader of the left, the martyr that took on the horrible fascist dictatorship that is Donald Trump. And you can listen to how Newsom speaks in this clip. He is so fucking desperate. It's dripping off of him. He's absolutely so goddamn desperate to be the resistance leader. Holy shit. Here we go. Here it is. This is just Perfect.
Get your hands off these poor people. They're just trying to live their lives, man. Trying to live their lives, paying their taxes. Been here 10 years. The fear, the horror. The hell is this guy? Come after me, arrest me. Let's just get it over with. Tough guy. You know, I don't give a damn.
Oh my God. Wow, Gavin, you're so cool. Hey, Gavin, you're a real badass. Oh, heckin' A, guys. Did you see Gavin Newsom on the news last night? Wow, I don't think Donald Trump's going to be able to handle Gavin. Ooh, he's a tough guy. I got a little bit of a chubby watching Gavin on the news last night, being the resistance leader against Donald Trump. Hey, my fellow Redditors, do you the narwhal or whatever the fuck it is? I think Gavin Newsom's got a bit of a tood.
Horror. The hell is this guy? Come after me, arrest me. Let's just get it over with. Tough guy. You know, I don't give a damn. But I care about my community. I care about this community. The hell are they doing? These guys need to grow up. They need to stop. And we need to push back. And I'm sorry to be so clear, but that kind of bloviating is exhausting.
Oh, wow. I don't mean to swear on your news program, but golly gee. Holy sheesh. You know what I mean? I just get a little bit heated. Wow. Oh, whoop-de-doo-dah day. Oh, boy, I said it. I said whoop-de-doo-dah day. That's how angry I am. Oh, wow. I've never been this upset. This is not a human being. This is like an amalgamation of every really shitty political joke that's ever existed, and it's somehow become a human being, and it's walking among us on the streets. Oh, you're so tough, Gavin. We're all so impressed. Wow, Donald's really in fucking trouble. Oh, come arrest me. Oh, wow. Oh, my God, I fucking hate this guy. He's such a cunt. Oh, God, I hate politicians like that. They're such cunts. Oh, here's another one. It's a beautiful picture of California just burning to the ground. It's just peaceful, mostly peaceful protests. Fiery, but mostly peaceful protests. Let's take a look. Let's watch for a second. Hey, they're just like Gavin said. Hey guys, they're just taxpayers like the rest of us. I mean, look, okay, that's what I call a Mexican barbecue. That's part of their cultural heritage. You need to burn a couple of Jeeps and a few Audis to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Sure, it's June, but the Mexican way of celebrating it, is a month later because they're lazy and they sleep all the time. Oh shit, did I say that on the air? Listen, Donald, come arrest me. And forget that Mexican joke I made. I love La Migra. I know, La Raza. Oh, God, I fucked up again. I'm just so heckin' gosh gee willikers angry that I'm ready to get arrested. Whoopsie doodles. Wow, that's a pain in the tutor. I said it. How many lockers do you think Gavin got stuffed into when he was a child? How many times do you think the local football team gang raped him in the locker room? How many gay rapes has Gavin Newsom suffered in the locker room? Because he's just so insufferable. A lot? Quite a few? More than one or two? Maybe 20 or 30? Perhaps, do you think? Perhaps, perchance, that might have been what happened? Gavin. He's such a fucking asshole. Oh. I'm looking for the newest updates. We're just going to go through. We're taking our time. God, it's just insanity. It starts off with the cops wanting to do something to back up the ICE agents that are out there that are doing their jobs, told to hold back because the politicians want to make it a shit show and embarrass the federal government and make Donald Trump look bad because they want as many illegals as they can get because those are votes in their pockets and that's the way to keep the money machine printing. And then once you start sending in federal agents, FBI, Homeland Security, all the others, there's not enough of them to back them up. They're still getting firebombed and surrounded. So then you start bringing in the National Guard. Then you talk about the Marines like Hegseth was bringing up. It just escalates because local government, regional government doesn't want to do anything. They have no incentive to do it. I would hate to live in California, to pay my taxes and have it go to projects like, what was it, a bridge to nowhere? Billions of dollars wasted on public infrastructure projects that never get completed that are clearly meant to line the pockets of bureaucrats and their related friends at the at the detriment to the public. Just nothing ever gets done. Homeless people everywhere. In fact, I should put a video up. Maybe I'll do that. We'll take a small break, and when we get back, I'll probably find a video. I don't think you understand the magnitude of what a shithole California is, or regions of it. I know that there are more rural and suburban areas that aren't as bad. But there is a common thing going on here. Now, we've all heard, at least I did growing up, all the jokes about Republican or right-leaning areas being the hillbilly, meth-using, missing teeth, cousin fucker, pickup driving, degenerate inbred. Right? Those jokes always made all the time. But I'd like to turn your attention towards the left. Because, what's going on when you look at like a big blue city? You've got just unmitigated, unmonitored immigration, social welfare programs that are just getting pilfered left and right, violence everywhere, drug use everywhere, small crimes not being prosecuted, which just entices more crime, and a homeless epidemic of crazy people wandering the fucking streets. I watched a documentary once when they talked about the homeless population. It was like a charity thing. And it's this young guy who wants to get out there and help the homeless. He's really fired up to do this. More power to him. What a great thing. You want to go out and help people? That's awesome. You're a great person. And he's talking to this older guy who's done it for a long time. He's some kind of he's a priest or something like that. And the guy sits him down and he's like, hey, kid, listen. It's great that you want to go out there and do this. And, more power to you. But you should know that like 80% of homeless people are either one of three categories. They're either homeless vet, he said, which is tragic and it happens, but that's like 10%. He said the other two, groups, the 50 and the 40%, are drug users and mentally insane people. That 20% outside of the 80 are people that are temporarily homeless and they get it fixed in a month or two. And he said the people you're left over with are either drug abusers or crazy, or once in a while you'll have like a vet. And this kid didn't believe him. He's like, oh, that can't be true. And he finds this woman and he spends all this money and time helping her. He gets her a car. He gets her a place to stay. He's listening to all her stories about the abuse she's been through. And then he stumbles across her smoking meth. And you can see his soul shatter, right? Because he comes to the realization that, oh, shit, this is true. And I bring this up because what do you see, and especially a lot of these blue cities, it's just true. Just disastrous amounts of homeless with nothing really set up to actually address the root cause, which is mental illness and drug abuse. In fact, they almost encourage drug abuse by legalizing it as much as they can. I would not want to live in a city in California. Not a major city. Not with the fucking problem. You have to see the homeless videos just to see how horrible. It's so fucking bad. It's ridiculous. Give you a little context. And of course, another thing to keep in consideration. This happened in Minneapolis. This has happened in a lot of places. When you're looking at a lot of these riots that's going on, and you're looking at a lot of the people involved that are kind of spurring them on and doing property destruction and burning shit to the ground, you'll find a lot of times the homeless are involved. And that's not because they particularly have a vested interest in whatever the issue is. It's because these networks of commies, these Antifa networks that help to kind of foment this stuff, use these homeless people, give them a little money, a little bit of drugs, and send them out to do their bidding. So it's beneficial to them to have a riot on tap and ready to go to have a homeless problem. Just kind of a nice little tool in their tool kit to be able to use at a moment's notice. But okay, Jimmy's awake. Oh, we're gonna do a riot tonight. We're just gonna shit talk communists and Juan a little bit this evening as we go through it. Okay, 1 second, folks. Let me see what song would be good break music given the subject matter. It'll all get copyright, so I'm just going to play my merch commercial. Be sure to swing by Metokur. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me do a little commercial before we go into the commercial proper, okay? Let me see. Where is it here? There we go. Over on Metokur.myshopify.com, you can pick up this nice Stay Cool t-shirt, which if you look under the ice, it says in Spanish, which I think this is amazing, because you're going to get a double take. If you can read this, you're getting deported, and it's in Spanish. And with DHS and ICE and Homeland Security and everybody else putting out messages like, hey, report them to us, be sure to pick up this heckin' neato shirt, as Gavin would say, and wear it around immigrant populations to see who gives you the double take, so you know who to report. I'm calling the government on you. Juan. Then we also have our good old-fashioned God Bless America. Just call me Jingoistic Jimmy, because I'm here to hawk some patriotic merch to you. A little puddin' there with his semi-automatic weapons and his flag glasses. You probably could find a pair of those. I don't sell them, but I definitely buy them. And of course, brutal Americanism. Celebrate the rise of a new republic, where there are no more Juans in our streets burning shit down. Again, that's over at Metokur.myshopify.com. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to look at how horrible California is, the unrepentant amount of thieves stealing everything that's not bolted down, the homeless, the drug addicts, and of course, we're going to look at the demographics of the rioters. I think you can already tell who they might be, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, put up our little thing here. Here we go. Put a little dancing pudding there, too. Okay. Give it 5 minutes. Go get yourself a drink. Come on back. We're going to take a look at Cali descend into a shithole. Because that's kind of what it is. I blame Juan. By buying a goddamn American capitalist hat. Oh, gotta use that USA dollars to do it. Where are you gonna do that, you ask? Well, you don't really ask, but I'm gonna show you anyway. Fuck you. I'm gonna show you anyway. Oh, look at those hats. Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Wear it around town, it looks fancy. Buy a hat for your hat. 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 When I'm sad, pay me. It's the only cure, really. When you're very sad, you need to pay me money. You gotta buy my fucking hats. Alright, that's the only way you're gonna teach these communists their fucking place. These lemon-loving motherfuckers. It's by buying a goddamn American capitalist hat. Oh, gotta use that USA dollars to do it. Buy a hat for your hat. Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Buy a hat for your hat. Wear it around town, it is fancy. Buy a hat for your hat. too much. Oh, the red, white, and blue love my apple pie and baseball. Sometimes I just look at the Statue of Liberty, it's so goddamn beautiful. Oh, that's good stuff. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. There's so many beautiful fucking hats. We all love Jim's hats. Let me move a little bit. Over on Shopify. Metokur.myshopify.com. Buy the finest hats available. You gotta do this. You're gonna do that over in my store. Buy my hats. Teach the communists a lesson. Fuck the lemon. Buy a hat. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. You gotta do this. Buy a hat for your hat. Quality. Buy my hats. You gotta do this. Buy a hat for your hat. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. You gotta do this. Buy a hat for your hat. Oh, holy shit. Oh, what a fucking beautiful ending to this. Oh, God, we'll get a cigarette for this one. Oh, that's right. You hit that bell. You give it a little ding-a-ling. Oh, wow. Said a pretty risky word there, like my boy Gavin would, but I'm feeling spicy tonight in celebration of Juan. All right, let's go. Jesus Christ. Oh, somebody sent me a clip. Apparently there's a little bit of infighting going on. Uh-oh. Oopsie. I guess this disparate group of people might have had a little bit. I don't know what's happened, but let's take a look. A little bit of a scuffle, little kerfuffle taking place in the riot today. Let's pull this up here. 1 second. What do we got? Just in, massive street fighting breaking out in downtown Los Angeles while police watch. At least the rioters are beating up each other instead of innocent victims. Should we? Chat. Do you want to watch the rioters beat the shit out of each other? Maybe the money ran out too early? I don't know. Let's take a looky-loo here. Let's watch. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me see if I can. Oh boy. Wow, I'm so smart. I'm such a smart boy. Oh, Jimmy, you're so smart. There we go. That's a little better. It's a little bigger for you so you can really watch in high fidelity. As Juan's fist. What would the fat white chick's name be? What would be the most cliche name that she could possibly have is like a wine mom on the left. I'm trying to think. Not Sophie, because that's the tranny name they all seem to love. So it can't be that. Trying to Abigail, maybe? I don't know. But let's watch them beat each other senseless.
From where we are, because again, it's dark, and it's dark down here.
Lauren, really quickly, left side of your screen. This is at LA Live. There's a fight.
It's a rumble by la raza.
Somebody is on the ground.
Donde es mi taco, homie?
That person in that minibike, right?
Yeah, and I can't.
There's nothing more magical than racism when you can't do the voices. Just the beauty of the hatred's coming through. By the way, loving how it starts with somebody just driving by with a Mexican flag.
From where we are, because again,
there we go. Why not?
It's dark down here.
Lauren, really quickly, left side of your screen.
Another Mexican flag.
Live. There's a fight in the middle of the street, and somebody is on the ground.
Oh no, this is tragic. Oh, stop, please.
Yeah,
think of the cause.
I don't know where that. Did they get up? I can't tell for sure.
Yeah, they got up, and someone's coming back and
Street Fight, World
again.
Star.
They're gonna try to break it up there.
And this is that LA Live location that I was telling you about.
You can hear the sirens there.
Yeah, and the person getting up there seems a little wobbly, obviously. Oh no, and then hit by, it looked like somebody else.
Did you hear him? Can you tell how much he doesn't care that guy got hit in the face? Oh no. Listen to this.
Yeah, and the person getting up there seems a little wobbly, obviously. Oh no, and then hit by.
Oh golly. Wow. That guy almost got killed. Okay, hey, looking at sports today.
It looked like somebody else too.
Yeah.
You're
Just
hoping
doing
that they
his
can just get
best to get out. Yeah.
But he's clearly injured and is not, wasn't doing a good job of getting out of there. I mean, and you look, and you know what's disturbing, and I saw it just now in the chopper shot. I saw it earlier.
Wow, you notice? Mexican flag, Mexican flag, Mexican flag, Mexican flag, Mexican flag. I don't see a single stars and stripes in this fucking thing. Oh, wow. The country that you're trying to adopt, the one you say you desperately want to be a part of, sure see a lot of flags of the country you allegedly fled because it was so terrible. Strangely, tons of those flags, but not a single American flag. Huh. It's almost like you hate this country. Could it be that you just want money? Oh, oh my God. Could we maybe consider that a possibility, that the hordes of people coming to this country are coming here because of benefits? That they don't actually give a shit about America or our freedom or our ideals or our history or our culture. They just want our money? Did you notice a strange thing happen with U.S. aid when the money tap got turned off? Suddenly those Europeans that are usually subtly snide became very snotty openly. It's like the world has this mentality of putting their hand out to get money from America but spitting on our face at the same time. And it's kind of like all these illegal immigrants that are flooding our borders and coming in here don't really give a shit about the country or the people. They just know that they can get a guaranteed amount of money, a free place to stay, food and medical coverage, and they can drive without a license. They can commit crimes without getting arrested or deported. Hell, they could kill an American citizen or rape their kids and nothing's going to happen to them. Land of opportunity. All because a bunch of corrupt politicians wanted easy votes, so they put that fucking into place, and now we're all dealing with the consequences? Not a single fucking American flag. Unfucking real. But, apparently we're all crazy. We're all just silly racists over here. How much that kind of piss you off too, by the way, if you actually legally immigrated over here? If you actually came over here trying to become an American citizen and you went through all the hassle of it for years and years, you took a test, you paid your taxes, you obey the law, you bust your ass, and then some piece of shit hops the fence and nothing happens to him? Kind of infuriating. A little bit bullshit, if you ask me. And don't let me, I guess, make you think that this just pertains to what we're watching situationally in California right now, of course, relates specifically to Mexico and Mexicans. But some of the things that have been happening over the past couple of months have addressed the problem from other countries, like Harvard. I've seen a lot of people talk of poor Harvard. How could you pull federal funding? When their alumni give them $1 billion, they're sitting on $1 billion war chest. But oh my God, they're not going to be able to get foreign students, which is 60 or 70% of their enrollment? Why the fuck is a private learning institution in the United States, majority foreigners? And why are the majority of that majority Chinese? A lot of the shit that's gone on with Harvard in relation to allowing foreign students and federal funding specifically relates to the activities of Chinese people. Maybe you're not aware of this, but China doesn't play fair. Not just in trade or intellectual property, but in pretty much every other aspect. When they send citizens over here, they have them spy on us. They have them, take part in espionage. And what better way to launder them into the general population and into positions at multitudes of companies than through a prestigious learning academy? Yeah, no, there have been some issues with the caliber of people and the reasonings those people are here. You know what I find super funny? If you go on social media and you see a Chinese account talking shit, regardless of what they're talking about, remember, China bans, it is illegal for a Chinese citizen to use Twitter. They are fucking banned by law. They can't use it. They're also banned from using VPNs. So if you ever see a Chinese account on social media like Twitter or X, The only reason they're allowed to be on there is they are an employee of the Chinese government. They are literally doing propaganda. No matter what they say, no matter how they try to dress it up, it's purely at the behest of their government. This fucking college situation with these Ivy League schools letting in people who are pretty much explicit and open about what they're doing. Insane. Insane like California is insane for just letting in hordes of people and protecting them. Did you see what happened to Maxine Waters? You know, that's a good clip. If you want to see something funny as shit, let's talk about the narcissism of politicians. Just shows up demanding she be treated special. Oh, this is great. This is such a great clip to watch them just slam the door in her dumb fucking face. Oh, spoilers. Spoilers. Let's pull this clip up here. Right in her dumb face. Here you go, lady. Right in your stupid fat fucking face.
Excuse me, I need to get in.
Contact our public appeal.
I need to get in.
Aw, shit. Sorry, Maxine. Fuck off, we're full. She actually showed up. This clip's a little longer. It's like 2 minutes long, but that's the best part. But she's like, she basically talks all this shit. She's like, did you know I'm a politician? You need to let me in. I'm a politician. You better listen to me. slams the door on her dumb fucking face. Just another politician out there trying to start shit. Oh my God. These fucking people, they live on a different planet. You know, I think that, you know, it can be broken down into a few different things. Let's set aside the corrupt angle of people looking to get easy votes or make money somehow, you know, which is a vast majority. Yeah, there's this concept that's kind of gone around recently talking about suicidal empathy. I like to talk about the concept of charity from afar. And I think one of the best kind of ways to explain it is the lottery, of all things. I think most people would be just fine if somebody won the lottery. You don't really give it much thought. They say, oh, some fucking guy in another state won the lottery. You don't really give a shit, do you? Nobody does. You make a joke about it, maybe. But aside from that, it doesn't really impact you in any meaningful way, and you don't really think about how it changes their life. But I bet you're going to be a little booty bothered, seethe a little bit, get a little pissed off if your neighbor wins. Because the proximity of that event directly has an impact on you. And it creates a situation where you start thinking about it more and it makes you a little bit angrier. Well, it's kind of the inverse. So charity from afar is this concept where you get these leftists that preach this utopic ideal. They live in some suburb that is, I don't know, in the Northeast somewhere, right? They're up in fucking Maine, Massachusetts, whatever, Vermont. And they live in a 99% white neighborhood where everybody is making like $100,000 a year. And if they're a $250,000, they all own houses. Nobody's got a criminal record. All the infrastructure's nice and clean and it's great. And they just decide that heckin' gosh golly gee willikers, that they want to let in every immigrant because, oh boy, you know, I love to do charity. And I feel so bad for them. Let all the Somalians in. Let all the Mexicans in. Let's take a bunch of Middle Easterners. Let's bring in all the Africans we can. Because it never directly impacts them. Because they're never going to be around it. They live in a 99% white suburb with rich people. They're not going to know what it's like to actually have them as neighbors. Now, if those immigrants suddenly were in their neighborhood and all the crime came with them, and the drug abuse and the craziness and the homelessness and the hostility towards them was suddenly next door to them, then they're going to have a fucking big issue with it. But as long as they can operate on this brain-dead, utopic, charity from afar attitude, this philosophy, they're going to keep doing it. And I think right behind the corrupt and right behind those that gain something personally from this, that like a large majority are just really out of touch motherfuckers that haven't actually lived with the consequences of their almost flippant fucking decision making. As they lecture the rest of the country about how great it is, and they really don't understand it's not a big issue. We're all one race, the human race, okay? And so they preach this shit, And now you've got 42 Somalian neighbors living in the duplex next to you. Not the motherfucker from Vermont, though. He's still sipping wine and enjoying his mini mansion. I think that kind of mentality also applies to people like Destiny and Assad and their little mini mansions and their champagne socialist lifestyles. They're not living around the shit they're preaching. That's my guess. Maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like that's a good portion of the mentality we're dealing with. Oh, it makes me want to take them. Just take one of these people that preaches this shit and drop them in Compton. Let them live there for a couple months. Or they could come to Minnesota where we've got like 8 bajillion Somalians, and they can see what that's like. I'm sure it's charming. It's lovely. Minneapolis is so fun. Nothing like walking around the streets of Minneapolis at night, all by yourself with loads of money in your pockets. You're going to have a great time. Nothing's going to go wrong. Whoa, heckin' A, what could go wrong? Nothing. Not a single fucking thing. Oh my God, I'm just gonna give in to the rage bait and go read some more Newsom. Let me see what he is saying right now. He's saying shit like this. Los Angeles, don't take Trump's bait. Trump wants chaos and he's instigated violence. How did he instigate? He's instigated violence. Those who assault law enforcement or cause property damage will risk arrest. Donald Trump has manufactured a crisis and is inflaming condition. We saw the fucking clips. I've literally shown you clips and pictures, and in every single one of them, there's a fucking fire going on. We just watched the protesters so bored of beating the cops and lighting shit on fire, they started hitting each other. But Donald Trump has manufactured this crisis. He's inflamed the conditions. Okay. If he can't solve it, we will. Donald Trump is putting fuel on the fire. Boy, they sure bringing up the fire. Do you remember, was it, I don't think it was the George Floyd one. I can't remember what riot it was. Maybe it was Trayvon Martin. I can't even remember at this point. But where it's the CNN, I'm going to find the picture. I'm just going to find the fucking picture. What is it? Fiery but mostly peaceful? Oh my God. Oh, yeah, here we go. Of course. Let me pull this. Let me just throw it up. Because, like I said, for some reason, they want to keep going. Is this like that subliminal? Oh my God, what is that called? Not programming. Oh God, I wish I could pull up poll right now. They had some theory where they'd say like, oh, there are going to be hints about the next catastrophe. They get everybody prepared by putting the word out there ahead of time. They're like, psychologically pre-programming people to be ready for it. Is that what Newsom's doing? He keeps saying fire, fire, fuel, fiery, fired. He's saying it all. Is that so when the protesters read these tweets over and over again, they go burn buildings down? I don't know. That sounds like something sneaky he'd do. There we go. Perfect. I think that's heckin' perfect, you guys. Fiery but mostly peaceful protests after police shooting. There we go. I can't even remember which one this was. Oh, Kenosha, Wisconsin. There we go. God, there's so many of these fucking things. They were all the trend for about 5 years. Everybody was doing them all over the place. And every fucking commie politician and mainstream media figurehead and propagandist out there saying shit like fiery but mostly peaceful protest. Because you're so dumb. Look at this. He's wearing a gas mask. Shit is torched behind him. And he's saying hey everybody, it's fine. In fact, I think Dana Bash on CNN did that just last night. Literally, almost word for word. Went to the defense of the rioters. She kept saying things like, this is nothing like 92. This isn't a riot. Everything's fine. Boy, in 92, those LA riots, that was a problem. But these are just kids. These are kids out there goofing around. I'm Dana Bash. I eat babies. I don't know. Does she eat babies? Probably. Maybe we can get ABC News to fact check that. ABC, by the way, best fact checkers in the business. They're the ones that fact checked whether or not Ben Shapiro stole AOC's shoes so he could jack off while sniffing them. And I'm not kidding, by the way. ABC Action, or no, it was USA Today. Oh, the news is such a bunch of fucking let's see. Which, oh my God. No, that was Columbus Day one. Oh, they might have deleted it in embarrassment. No, it's still here. Oh, I'm sorry. I know this is a bit off topic, but these people are such goofy idiots. Oh, let me just pull this up. Fact check. AOC lost no shoes. A fake tweet claimed they were stolen in a riot. And I swear to God, there's somewhere in here they mentioned Ben Shapiro stealing them. Oh, yeah, here it is. Holy shit, they actually wrote a fucking article about him sniffing stolen shoes. Where is it? Here we go. Oh, no. There we okay. No, gotta back it up. Back it up. Oh yeah, here we go. Others have speculated the alleged thief was conservative politician or political commentator Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro. Oh, God, these aren't real people. This is a stupid shit they like USA Today, ABC, CNN, just out there living in an alternate reality. Why would I need you to fact check whether or not Ben Shapiro stole her fucking shoes? They're just not real people. They live in another reality. Let's see. What did Karen Bass? Karen Bass, by the way, is the mayor of LA that's basically applauding the rioters as they burn down her fucking city. Oh, shit. Here we go. Hey, it's popping off, folks. We got something. If you remember back in Minneapolis during the Floyd riots, they burned down a police precinct. Well, they're attacking the LAPD headquarters. Holy shit, they're trying to breach the fucking LAPD headquarters. Are you fucking kidding me? Let's pull this up here. Hold on. Let's take a look. This is beat for beat. Absolutely beat for beat what happened in Minneapolis. You've got to fucking be kidding me. This is the governor and mayor. They have given up control of LA. They don't give a shit. If you can go and bust up and burn down a police precinct, especially the fucking headquarters of the police, give it up. Just give it up. They don't give a shit. This is a narco tyranny. This is the entire way it works. You get fucked. You, the normal person, the person keeping your head down and just trying to get by, the person trying to provide for your fucking family, the person that pays taxes and obeys the law and does the right thing because that's just what you do to make society just a tad bit more fucking bearable. But these pieces of shit, these fucking criminals and illegals can bust open fucking windows, burn down police stations. Nobody gives a shit. Politicians don't care. They're going to protect them. They're going to kiss their ass. They're precious little baby voters from another country. Oh, I can get all the illegals to vote for me forever. I'll give them welfare and never arrest them. But if you get upset about it, we're going to fuck with you. When some illegal breaks into your house to fuck your kid or slit your throat, and you defend yourself, you're going to go to prison because you're a racist bastard. And let him burn down the police station. Juan needs to. It's the expression of his fucking culture. How much do you want to bet that fat bitch with that fucking skateboard? First off, can't ride the thing. His 2-ton ass is too goddamn big. I bet you he's got dyed fucking hair and about 13 tribal fucking piercings and tattoos all over his deformed, fat, tubby, bitch-titted body. He's probably got a social media account where he snootily replies to people, talking about how, really guys, liberals and communists get it better than you do? We understand the people more than you do? Here he is because, what, mom gave him a ride down to the city center Oh, because it's, heckin' A. Mom's going to give me a ride because I don't work or do anything. I'm a failure to launch that lives at my fucking house at the age of 35. I don't pay rent. My idea of a bill is scraping together $10 to help out with the cell phone cost Dad takes care of. I bet you he's got a Twitter account or a Blue Sky account where he talks endless shit to everybody about how they're really making society worse, where his tubby ass is up here breaking windows for a bunch of illegal immigrants that are over here doing shit they shouldn't be doing. This fat bitch. You're going to pay for that window, by the way, taxpayer. Your money is going to fix that window that this fat fuck just broke. And he doesn't do shit. He doesn't work. He doesn't contribute shit. You're never going to get a red cent out of him to fix that fucking window. But I guarantee you, out of the 7,500 people watching me, listening right now, some of you are in California. Your fucking money is fixing that shit tonight. God, it's a fucking cavalcade of every living stereotype of the left. Fuckers with baklavas and body piercings and Palestinian flags. The flags of any foreign nation organization except their own fucking country. None of them work. None of them have girlfriends or boyfriends or husbands or wives. There is no long-lasting social connection to tie them to a community. Everything is taken care of, either by their parents or the state. They don't have to be self-reliant. They're reliant on everybody else. And they got nothing to do because it's midnight on Sunday. So let's go burn the fucking police station down. I'm so sick of these communist fucks lecturing me about what makes a good country. I'll tell you what makes a bad country. Them. They make a bad country. These entitled, narcissistic, self-centered fucks that have tried to flip the script and make this country coddle them. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of pronouns. I'm sick of your fucking racial and sexual identities. I'm sick of supporting you through social programs that should be going to people that actually fucking need it. I don't give a shit if somebody needs welfare or Medicaid or Medicare or Social Security if they're a normal fucking person. If they're a decent, normal fucking citizen, I'm fine with it. But I don't want to pay your lazy ass because you don't do shit. You spend your entire existence floating around social media, lecturing everybody else that works to keep the country running about how they're fucking it up for everybody. And somehow you convince politicians to buy into this. So they propagate that nonsensical shit and make it into laws that fucking shackle me from slapping you in your stupid fucking face. And of course, because, they can smell their own. When other criminals want to get coddled too, when they want a little bit of the Gibbs, these fuckers show up in solidarity. It's the only relationship they got. They have no connection to their neighbors or their church or to anybody in the neighborhood except fellow fucking criminals. So of course, the 30-year-old lives at home with his parents, baklava wearing, Palestinian flag waving. 30-year-old, failure to launch, don't have a job, never touched a girl, motherfucker is out here at midnight on Sunday fucking a police station up because the only other human being on God's green earth that he can somehow fucking relate to is another useless piece of shit leeching on the system and fucking up everybody's day. Jim, you meant balaclava, not baklava. Baklava is a delicious dessert. No, you know what? I'm going to guess these commie motherfuckers are so goddamn retarded, they'd wear a dessert. If you told them that Jell-O was somehow a symbol of the fucking Muslim struggle against British imperialism, these dumb motherfuckers be rubbing it on their tits. You don't think? Remember, these are the people that believe the OK side is a symbol of white supremacy. They're really that gullible and fucking stupid. I guarantee you could convince them to wear a dessert. It's fucking possible. I think too, it's the hypocrisy of it, because I guarantee you that if they ever even had the slightest inconvenience somewhere in public, not even a crime, but just inconvenience, like the cashier didn't ring up their purchase fast enough, they're going to be on 911 calling the fucking sheriff and the SWAT department. Oh, I hate the police until I need them. It's kind of like what Tyson said, everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the face. Yeah, everybody hates the police until they need them. People in chat saying, boy, that's a lot of skateboards. You'd be correct. Skateboards are what I like to call homeless cars. That's what they use to scoot around. That's as far as their mobility goes. That's the best they can do. Our little homeless vehicles. Non-polluting. Oh, of course. Here we go. Because remember, if you can attack a police precinct, it's open season, right? Because, I mean, if the police aren't going to defend the police station, you could do anything you want in this city. And so it begins. Rioters are now looting businesses. Here we go, folks. It's begun. It started off with, of course, a bunch of fat idiots blocking highways and yelling at ICE agents. And it escalated to street confrontations with the police force. And it escalated some more into burning down vehicles. And every time there wasn't hard pushback against it, they took it as a tacit permission to keep pushing forward. And so what do we have going on now? They're breaking into a police department, and now they're going to loot stores. Let's take a look.
This protest, or not taking part in the protest, but perhaps exploiting it for their own ends, like people you see here that are looting this store. They're stealing sneakers, and they're going to be selling them. And they're being caught on video from various locations on both sides of the street.
How much do you want to bet not a single one of them will ever get prosecuted? How much do you want to bet LA is not going to do shit to any of those people? They're going to steal fucking thousands of dollars and go sell it to some other sneakerhead shop and pocket the cash, and that's going to be that. Fucking sneaker stores. Is that still a thing? Is it like Hype Beast? Didn't that shit already die out?
And so there's a good chance that their faces will be recognized and that their little spree of theft will be rewarded with some accountability that will land them in jail. That is what is being promised by the chief, by the mayor, by the sheriff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the same mayor that basically said go out there and do whatever you want. Yeah, I'm sure the mayor's going to really push for their prosecution. I'm sure she's beside herself right now. Oh my God, these criminals. My precious baby criminals. Okay, let's take a look. I'm sorry, folks. We're pulling up clips. So remember, if you find a good clip for us to share, highlighting the stupidity of California and how they're handling this, again, feel free to send it over to Moshi. That's M-O-S-H-I. Moshi, M-O-S-H-I. Moan, M-O-A-N. And I will play it, as long as it's not giant throbbing black cocks. That's something you're going to want to send to iDubbbz, because he lives off those. They're like Twinkies for him. And we got something from Cash Patel. Let's take a look here. I'll just read it to you. I don't need to throw it up on the screen because it's just text. Cash Patel put out, just so we're clear, the FBI needs no one's permission to enforce the Constitution. My responsibility is to the American people, not political punchlines. LA is under siege by marauding criminals, and we will restore law and order. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. You know, Patel is growing on me. There are some people in the administration I'm not super fond of. Bondi, I think, has been a pretty big fuck up. But Patel's just kind of out there, just doing shit. How many people on the FBI's Most Wanted has he busted just in the few months that he's been in? Like 4 or 5 of them? Because he's actually letting agents go out and do their shit? So you get yours. You get yours, Cash. You go out there and you get those fucking criminals. Oh, and of course we've got Harry Sisson, who I don't know what he's even doing on social media now that the DNC money dried up. Harry Sex Pest Sisson out there talking endless shit about any reaction to this. The National Guard has begun to arrive in Los Angeles. Even as the city is quiet and the LAPD says protests have remained peaceful, Trump's overreaction is going to get people hurt. Stay safe, everyone. I hate that he's become a thing. That he has any fucking anything. Okay, hold on here. Oh, we got some clips. Oh my god, they're starting to loot. If I can find a good live stream of this, maybe I'll put it up. As we get going. As we get going with these motherfuckers out here just doing this shit endlessly. Fucking communist, man. Oh, that's right. I forgot about this. The Mexican president, Claudia Sheinbaum, which is just, of course, Claudia Sheinbaum, calling for more protests in the U.S. If necessary, we'll mobilize. We don't want taxes on remittances from our fellow countrymen from the U.S. to Mexico. Sheinbaum actually has the gall, the balls, to say that there should be more protests in the U.S. right now because she doesn't want taxes on money that Mexicans in the U.S. are sending back to their family in Mexico. Are you fucking kidding me? Just beautiful. You know, this is actually a great picture. Oh, you know what? This is almost better than La Raza. Hold on, let me put this one up. Perfect. Beautiful. Loving it. Where are we here? Here we go. This was nicely done. Kind of reminds me, there are these Trudeau pictures. Every time something would go tits up in Canada, like the fires and stuff like that. Reminds me of that. Very nicely done. LA Riots 2020 captures it perfectly. Here are the two dipshit politicians that have encouraged this. And of course, there's your demographic in the background. Nothing but Mexican flags. Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Why would we not have that? It's what's going on. Are you kidding me? Okay, sorry folks. I'm just going through the different things. Oh, actually, you know what? I think Andy Nagao, let me see if I can find it, has actually got organizers. The people organize. Let's take a look at the assholes organizing this shit. Let me see if I can find this. Oh God! Of course, Kamala Harris's released a statement on this, saying how she stands in solidarity, stands in fucking solidarity with the people burning the city down. Of course, why wouldn't Kamala do that? Oh, of course, it's not their neighborhood. They're never going to have to deal with it. Oh, let's see. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's the fucker that was organizing it. Yeah, so there are reporters right now in LA that are basically filming all the shit's going. Yeah, like we've got a lot of like helicopter footage, but one of the things going on is there are reporters on the ground, and so Nagao, I don't know how you say his last name, but Andy, if you look him up on Twitter, actually found one of the people like organizing this shit, violent extremist Antifa militant Craig, and he's got the Twitter handle, is directing fellow comrades to attack reporters for documenting the far left activities in Los Angeles. He's furious the two have captured raw video of the violence, making it harder for Antifa and the left to claim it was a peaceful protest. Yeah, and it links to Blue Sky and other. It's the same fucking network. It is literally the same exact people that were doing this shit in Minneapolis. The same ones that organized in Kenosha, where there was fiery but mostly peaceful protests. Every time this sort of shit pops off, it's shockingly always these commie fucks, these fucking crazy leftists that exist in these little Discord servers or these little, Twitter groups or Blue Sky groups that are calling the shots and getting it to go. I mean, it was even so bad that Tim Wall's daughter was giving out fucking instructions. Tim Wall, here we go. Let me see. Okay, we got some live streams, but I think that's Fox. Ah, hey, here we go. All right, some cops are moving in now. Let's watch these fuckers get zip tied. That should be fun. Are they getting zip tied? Hold on. let's see, what do we got? Several dozen protesters surrounded by SFPD right now at Montgomery and Pine, being zip-tied and taken down one by one, shouting, no ICE, no KK, no KKK, no fascist USA. This comes hours after SFPD rushed anti-ICE protesters. Let's take a look at the clip here. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, but I'm not seeing them being zip-tied, though. I am seeing them being surrounded by the cops, but I'm not seeing. I want to see somebody get like billy clubbed in the head. Oh, that would be nice. Watching them get their little skull cracked. Holy shit! Look at the size of this crap. This was from earlier in the day, not obviously this evening. Is this real or is this AI shit? Oh, I see. That's very cute. I see what he was. That's very cute. Oh, he was very sneaky with that clip. Sorry, I'm digging for the video. Somebody's getting pepperballed in the face. Where's the video? God, don't post the picture. Give me the video of them getting banged in the face. Of course. Actually, you know what? While we got a moment of downtime, I got it. Let's see. Los Angeles. Let's see if I can find one of those homeless videos from Los Angeles to give you a nice, good idea of what it looks like. God, everybody's using these fucking AI. Okay, here we go. This is from 2 months ago.
The streets of Los.
I'm just gonna turn the volume off. Let me get this set here. Here we go. Let's take a moment, chat, just to observe the beauty, the natural beauty of Los Angeles, with its just numerous criminals. But let's take a look at the homeless population. Now, I want you to imagine, before we go to this beautiful locale, that you're working like a warehouse job, busting your ass, like back-breaking labor, just to make enough money to get a shitty studio apartment. And, you know, you wake up in the morning, it's your weekend, it's your time to relax, and you grab a cup of coffee, and you walk out and you look out the window, and this is the shit that greets you. Like, this is what you've struggled to surround yourself with. Just, God, it's dystopian. Fucking garbage and shit, literal shit on the ground. Fucking tarps that are literally tied into the buildings. They're using the actual buildings and security gates that keep them out as a way to actually create structural integrity for their homeless tents. Just look at this shit. Right in the middle of the city. And nothing's going to be done. Nothing's going to be done. It's going to be there forever. You're going to get to watch a bunch of junkies passed out, people shitting, pissing in the gutter, fucking and fighting left and right. There's a cop, look on that, right across the, LAPD sitting right across the street. Not a fucking thing being done. Just street after street after street. Hey, there we go. Somebody had a little bit of fentanyl. It's got that fentanyl droop going. Oh, digging through the garbage for breakfast. Delicious. Or maybe they're looking for some hormones. They're going to brew up some Troonshine in an abandoned bathtub somewhere in the the city. Keffels is going to help them do that. Gave them the instruction manual. Not how to get out of homelessness or poverty, but how to brew up some good old-fashioned tasty Troonshine so you can have real girl tits on your homeless adventure through your 30s. God. Is anybody in chat live in LA? Can you give me a rating on how close to accurate this is? Is this the hell that you endure every day? People saying it's jankum. It could be. There's plenty of shit and piss around to make some good old-fashioned jankum, so maybe that's what they're jarring up. A little HRT breakfast? 100%. Okay. There's a little bit of a delay in chat, so I'm just waiting for people to answer the question. Now I see you, chat. Yes, very accurate. Is that what I'm hearing? Very accurate, Jim. Very, very accurate, Jim. Oh, let's see. Let's the different sections here. Let's see what we got. Oh, is this gonna be a disaster? God, what the fuck? Oh, is this after the fires? That might be the fires. Okay. Let me guess. After the fires, the homeless moved in? Are they living on the ashes now, on the ruins of this? $375 billion in damage? Lovely. Because, of course, there's no water available to fight it, which there was, but Newsom decided to just play pretend like there wasn't for funsies. Holy shit. I guess I'm trying to wrap my head around, what is a taxpayer in Los Angeles paying for? Like, what do you get? If you live in LA, what are you honestly getting out of it? Like, when you pay your money to these fucking people and your daily transactions during your taxes during the year, like, what do you get out of it? It's not clean streets, junkies and homeless everywhere. It's not security because apparently criminality is just a day in, day out, part and parcel way of life there. I mean, shit, didn't they wait? Maybe it was San Francisco, but I'm sure it's similar in LA, where they changed the difference between low theft and like petite and petty theft. So basically it was $500 and under, nobody would even bother calling the police. So great if you're a small business owner, you get robbed blind and nothing will ever happen. You just get fucked. That's it. You get fucked. So you got homeless junkies everywhere, thieves everywhere, crime everywhere, illegal immigrants on every fucking job site. I guess I don't understand, like, what's the benefit? What is the upside compared to that? Because all I'm seeing today in the last couple of days are a bunch of leftist commies saying how great this is, the politicians saying how great this is, the mainstream media supporting it, and fucking celebrities, of course, supporting it, as illegal immigrants just fuck shit up, waving foreign flags. Like, it's just, it feels so soul-sucking and crushing. I don't know why. I couldn't picture. It's not to say you can't live in a big city or big cities aren't good. I'm sure there's spectacular ones. But just as far as LA goes, what's the draw? What keeps you coming back? Oh, my God. All right. Sorry here, folks. Oh, we've got another more. Okay. Oh, they're stealing more shoes. You gotta be shitting me, man. I guess on the libraries will be safe. Oh, let's see. Maybe I'll post. I'm trying to find good. Oh, here's another great picture. Why not? You know what? That's just. Let me pull this one up. I'm gonna switch out this. Another beautiful photo of downtown Los Angeles. Boy, grab the kids, grab the family, get everybody in the car, drive down there, and take in the scenic sights of our wonderful city. That's perfect. That's it. That's it. That's the picture. That's the picture that basically sums up what it's like to live in a democratic city. That sums it up when we're talking about these commie fuckers that are just detached and delusional. This is the end goal. This is the perfect encapsulation, summation, example. Perfect. It's the bullet point. It's the chef's kiss. Just a shirtless illegal immigrant waving a Mexican flag amid literal rubble and burning cars. Perfection. Welcome to Los Angeles. Who would vote for this? What's your possible motivation to vote for this? Would you accept any other group doing it? I mean, you say you're fine with this. What if Timmy from next door did this? What if little Timmy from next door did this? Burned your car in the street waving a flag? Shirtless, talking shit to you? Would you applaud him and say, what a great little strawberry, little Timmy? No, of course not. Of course not. Of course you wouldn't. Oh, there's some doozy of pictures here. I'm sorry. I've got to pick and choose. There's some that I can't put up because they are funny. but the content's a little spicy. We don't want to push it too far here on YouTube. Okay, we're gonna take one more small break. One more small break because it's going by a little bit quickly. We've already been going 2 hours. Looking at that homeless footage, by the way. God, fix your shit, LA. I mean, it's not like you don't know where the problem is. They're fucking home. They've stapled their tents to the side of buildings. You can find them. They're not gonna Speedy Gonzalez their ass out of there very quickly. Their entire, life is in that tarp. You can find them. You could just, sweep them up. Have an extra garbage day. Huck all their shit in the fucking incinerator. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what would be an uplifting song. An uplifting song for this. I mean, it's not really Rama Rama. I mean, I don't think illegal illegal immigrants from Mexico, I don't think are known for huffing gasoline. Maybe they are. I mean, if they were Aboriginals or something, if we're talking about Australia, that'd be the perfect song for a break. But I don't think it really applies to this. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to throw the merch commercial up one more time. We're going to do one small break, come back, and cover a little bit more of this. And then call it a stream. Like I said, I just kind of wanted to address it because it's weird to me. It's like a repeat of the past. Again, this is just an echo of all the shit that happened in Minnesota. Almost beat for beat, how it kept growing and growing and growing. And now we're going to kind of get to see the difference as the federal government comes in, as the president says, fuck that, not this time, to kind of see what happens. Like, what happens when the Marines have boots on the ground? What happens when the National Guard is rolling tanks into Home Depot? So, we'll see. Let me put the little break up here. Where are we? Where's my little, there we go. Where's my pudding? There he is. It's my little guy. All right, again, Metokur.myshopify.com to get your favorite ICE, Americana, jingoistic, propaganda, nationalistic shirts, hats, sweaters, mugs, posters, maybe? I don't know. Maybe they're up there. Charcuterie boards? Are you fond of cheese and meats? Maybe try Metokur.myshopify.com or watch this heckin' neato commercial, as Gavin would say. We're getting dangerous over here. By buying a goddamn American capitalist hat. Oh, gotta use that USA dollars to do it. Where are you gonna do that, you ask? Well, you don't really ask, but I'm gonna show you anyway. Fuck you. I'm gonna show you anyway. Oh, look at those hats. Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Wearing around town, it looks fancy. Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. Look at those hats. Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. Wear it around town, it looks fancy. Buy a hat for your hat. When I'm sad, pay me. It's the only cure, really. When you're very sad, you need to pay me money. You gotta buy my fucking hats. All right, that's the only way you're gonna teach these communists their fucking place. These lemon-loving motherfuckers. These by buying a goddamn American capitalist hat. Oh, gotta use that USA dollars to do it. Buy a hat for your hat. Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Buy a hat for your hat. Wear it around town and it's fancy. Buy a hat for your hat. For your hat.
私の愛のゆりかごあなただけが夢の使者に呼ばれる朝が来る細い首筋を月明かりが映してる世界中の時を止めて閉じ込めたいけど
I love America too much. Love the red, white, and blue. Love my apple pie and baseball. Sometimes I just look at the Statue of Liberty. It's so goddamn beautiful. Oh, that is good stuff. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. To sell you beautiful fucking hats. We all love Jim's hats. Let me move a little bit. Over on Shopify. Metokur.myshopify.com. Buy the finest hats available. You gotta do this. You're gonna do that over at my store. Buy my hats. Teach the communists a lesson. Fuck the lemons. Buy a hat. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. You gotta do this. Buy a hat for your hat. Quality. Buy my hats. You gotta do this. Buy a hat for your hat. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. You gotta do this. Buy a hat for your hat. Oh, holy shit. Oh, what a fucking beautiful ending to this. Oh, God. Let me get a cigarette for this one. Ah, there we go. Oh, boy. Okay. Let me see if I can find a few more clips here of what's going on. I don't know what tomorrow's going to hold as far as this goes. I was curious what was going to happen this evening, and it could still escalate. I mean, we've already got looting taking place, and we've got people going after police stations. But as far as, are we going to see soldiers on the streets? Are we going to have, heavy vehicles rolling down into the middle of downtown? I don't know. But I think there needs to be pushback. And I think there's going to be for once. The last 4 or 5 months have really, I don't know, they've left me optimistic. Usually people are like, oh my God, Jim, you're such a nihilist. You're so pessimistic. You're so black-pilled. You always take the apathetic or the darker version of what's going to happen. You don't seem to be very hopeful. And that's been a theme. It's been a bit of a theme. For the last decade or so, as I saw rights being stripped away or incompetence leading to bad policies, which made the country shittier and shittier. But I think this election, with Trump and what's gone on with Elon Musk and Donald Trump and all the other people he's put into positions from like RFK and just all of them, is, it's essentially, to me, it's hopeful. It's hopeful because it's bigger than them. I mean, it really isn't a Donald Trump or Elon Musk thing or any of these individual people. It's the breaking of the concept that you can't fix it. For so long, we were fed that line of bullshit. It's just too corrupt. It's just too big. You can't fix it. That's how things are done. The military is going to pay $800 for a couple of screws. That's just how it works. Isn't that silly? We're going to have illegal immigration. You just need to deal with it. Criminality is going to be rampant. Programs are going to be abused. Elections are going to be rigged. The rich and powerful will be untouchable. And that's just the way of life, and you need to just accept it, and it's only going to get worse. And people just accepted that. We bought into the propaganda. But once they started cutting money, and once they said, yeah, you know what, we can fucking do whatever we want. Yeah, we can just do it. Fuck you. That was inspiring. Because even after Trump is out of office and all the people he put in positions are gone, the next people that come in can take that same mentality, regardless of what their political affiliation is. They can say, yeah, you know what? It isn't too big. It doesn't have to be that way. We don't have to put up with the corruption. Now, as a sick old man who doesn't have a lot of time, I'm only going to get to see the very beginnings of it. But I'm extraordinarily hopeful. And I would think that if you were a kid born today, that you are going to live just the life that people have written about in almost like dreamlike reverence. You know, the idea of a life where the government isn't a complete corrupt shithole, where your money isn't wasted, where values exist and community exists and people are safe and you can have your fucking door unlocked. You're going to get to grow up with that. Also, with monumental breakthroughs in technology, on par with the Industrial Revolution. Kids are going to get to grow up in the Jetsons. They're actually going to get it. Oh, man. So many people used to say, where's my fucking flying car? Where's my robot maid? You know, as a joke, because every sci-fi writer that ever wrote anything about the future and would put in a predicted date, it would come to that day and age and nothing like that ever happened. But if you grow up now as a kid, you're going to see that shit. Quantum computing, artificial intelligence, drones and robotics, fucking trips to Mars, AR and VR integration into daily life. It's going to be a fucking wonderland. A wonderland of high technology coupled with the, you know, I don't know, the forgotten national pride. I think Americans have really fallen victim to a despairing, dark propaganda that's been pushed on us by hostile foreign actors and by corrupt politicians that made you feel like you could only be hopeless. And then on top of that, you deserved it. That you're terrible people, that Americans shouldn't be proud to be American, that you've accomplished nothing of worth. But we have. We don't have peer competitors. We're the innovators. We're the ones that set the standard for how life is going to be for a very long time. The best inventions of modern life came from this country. The best concepts and ideas, the best entertainment, entirely new industries, new ways of living life and looking at it, all came from us. You know, the world went to war with itself, and when we decided to roll out of bed, we put a stop to it. Because that's how big our fucking dicks are. It wasn't even our fight. We just decided, shut the fuck up, and it's over. We don't have peer competitors. We couldn't be beaten. The only way to stop something that unstoppable is to make it stop itself. You poison it. You poison it with propaganda that makes it ashamed of its accomplishments, makes it think that it has no hope. You make it kill itself. And they were really close to that. They'd done a really good job at making Americans very confused, very despairing and hostile and apathetic. But man, the shit you're going to see, space travel, robots, AI, all that shit, that's yours. That's fucking yours. You're going to see that in your lifetime, and your kids are going to grow up with it. And it's going to exist in this world because Americans decided to just fucking do it. Because that's what we do at our core. We're just the people that decide, fuck it, let's do it. And then we make it work. So, you know, while I see the LA riots and it's a repeat, it's an echo of things that happened. It's what happened in Minneapolis. And it's what happened in Kenosha. But I'm hopeful that this time it'll be different. That people in positions of power will say, you know what, fuck this. We're not going to have a city in America burned to the ground. We're not going to let a bunch of communists and illegal immigrants and criminals do what they want. You're not going to just loot shit and burn shit down and assault cops. we're not going to let it happen. Fuck it. It's not happening anymore. That message, I think, needs to be sent a little more, and I think it's on its way to being done, where you don't get to just be a wanton criminal asshole anymore. You're not protected. Those decades of being able to get away with the shit, they're coming to an end. And as that happens, I really do think that the vast majority of the tuned out Americans, just the average person who doesn't really pay much attention, is going to go through a period of deprogramming. And weirdly enough, I think that even once things are better, once they really start to get good, they're going to get angry. Everybody else that was despairing, is going to be hopeful. They'll be like, oh my God, this is great. But I think those people that were tuned out, they're going to have like a late arriving anger of like, Jesus, why did I allow myself to live like that? They're going to want some fucking blood, is what I'm saying. They're going to want a little payback, some prison time for people. Yeah, it's strange. I don't know. I really didn't think it was something that could be accomplished or even began. I didn't think it was something that was possible. But I think the idea that it is possible and that it can be accomplished is some high grade, mega dosed white pill. Yeah, I just think, one of the moments that I experienced that I really highlighted how much the world had changed, at least in my lifetime, was commercials, funnily enough. When I was a little kid, every commercial you'd see on television would say, call us at our 1-800 number, or write us at P.O. Box whatever. But you'd send in a physical letter or you'd make a phone call. But the moment I really realized things had changed in the entertainment and retail environment was when every one of those commercials stopped having a phone number and a P.O. box and said, visit our website or email us. And I know that seems like a small change, but it's a big signifier for the changes that took place. From Main Street and big box stores into almost explicitly online retail and online websites. And with that, the entire economy around it of people doing streaming or creating videos or doing whatever it is that they do and having a fucking job doing it. And I don't know going forward what that exact moment's going to be, but there's going to be something like that. Someday you're going to be sitting there in a park with your family, and there's going to be a fucking drone performance going on where they're doing, I don't know, a fucking scene from a television show. But there's so many miniature drones up there with such advanced lighting and LEDs that it's like looking at a giant screen, except it's three-dimensional in the air, and it's put on for free. It'll be something like that seems mundane and not impactful, but signals a bigger shift overall in the things that are happening around you. Maybe it's you go to visit somebody's house and their fucking robot answers the door. Maybe it's watching an automated delivery robot bring your food and groceries, or a drone fly in your Amazon order. But that shit's coming. It's almost kind of eerily here. Look how fast AI has been adopted. But yeah, to be a kid nowadays would be a blast. So I don't know. With this change in government and the change in perspective on how to deal with corruption and all this stupid shit and these issues that people said were insurmountable, which actually are quite solvable, coupled with high technology, I feel like we're almost getting Gene Roddenberry's Star Trek. He had this goofy, hopeful, the original one was this goofy, hopeful idea of a utopian society where shit just worked and we had awesome technology. It kind of, I don't know. Maybe the fiction going forward, the high fantasy and sci-fi concepts you're going to see over the next 20 years aren't going to be dystopian. They'll be utopian. Because that's the life you're living. So as far as today, and how the LA riots play out, I'm not sure. But I think that it's just another step in that march towards a very cool future that Americans are going to get to enjoy. And I'm kind of glad at least I got to see the beginnings of that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just an out-of-touch old man, Chad. But that's how I feel about it. First came the chat. Always optimistic, chat. First came the Gene Wars and then World War III. Well, there we go. Holodeck? I don't know. I don't know if we'll get there, but you might have some very cool VR, AR analog, like equivalent, potentially. Yeah. What I'm saying is, you guys have good days to look forward to. I think there's going to be rough patches ahead. Maybe you get a recession, maybe a depression, maybe a war. It's the last dying gasp of a corrupted bullshit system. But yeah, I think you've got some great shit to look forward to. And you'll get to enjoy your old age in it, as your children really get to enjoy it. A completely new world of possibilities. Oh, you're going to get to go to fucking Mars and hang out with sex bots? You lucky motherfuckers. You lucky bastards. What do I get? Right before I step into my grave. The Switch 2? Oh, boy. Oh, thanks so much. What great high technology to capstone my life with. You get sex robots, flying cars, and trips to Mars. I get the Switch 2. Where's the justice? Where's the justice for Jim? Hashtag justice for Jim. It's nowhere. Shameful. Shameful. Fuck Mars, it's cold. I think you're going to have fun there. I'm not sure what kind of off-world colonies you're going to have, but it should be enjoyable. Okay. Let me see here. Oh, we got some super chats. I've got a couple from the Cashapp and from Ko-Fi. We'll read a few through. I'm going to still look at the clips. We're going to still, it's not technically super chat time. I'm just going to start reading through some of them here. From Juan oh my God, his name is Juan. What are the odds? Is this Juan my Juan? I don't know. From Juan, as a first-generation Mexican, I have beaner fatigue. Well, my condolences. Yeah, I think I do feel bad for people that immigrated here legally. Because it's got to be a shitty situation. You come here from a country, you go through all the shit to get here, you do everything right, and then you get a bunch of asshole criminals out in the streets, and they're making you look like shit. Or you got to sit there uncomfortably and be like, God damn, do they hate all Mexicans? Do they hate my ass? I came here legally. I did it the right way. Let's see, we got Colin. Thank you for introducing me to Murdoch. Great shit, by the way. If you can still find archives of it or mirrors of it. It's like they tried to wipe it off the internet, which still pisses me off. From Logan, didn't know you were streaming. Love you, Jim. Well, thank you, Logan. From Layton Starfish, love you, Jim. Well, thank you very much. Let me just pop this open. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass to read. Just trying to get the Ko-Fi thing to load properly. 1 second here. Okay, sorry. Just a sec. Most people stuck on YouTube, which makes it easier to go through the super chats. Okay, we've got from Cataclysm. Hi, Jim. I'm an academic, so I believe in moderation and peace. Mexico should be glassed by the end of summer, and I want to skate on it. Skate on it come winter like an ice rink. Well, you have fun out there. From SKR Drawing. I think YouTube censored me the last 2 times I wanted to ask you. How's it feel to outlive Susan? Yeah, that was crazy. That she is no longer with us. I was going to do gloating and make some jokes about it, but I felt bad for her family because they lost their kid, one of their sons, and then they lost her. And I'm like, for the dad and daughter that are left, I felt like I'd be a callous asshole if I started going into it. So I don't really talk about it. If you're wondering why I'm not making endless boxed wine Susan jokes, that's why. From Recluse Nutcase, please take my shekels. You were truly a hero we never deserved, but truly needed. Godspeed, Jim. Well, thank you. From Reedsy, hey, Jim. Glad you're streaming about this. The shit has gotten so tiring, need a laugh. Have you played Expedition 33? You made an Esquire of it in Blender. No, I've not gotten around to playing it, but I hear everybody keep saying it's fantastic. It looks good. There's some really good games out there. Zero Depressive. Thank you, Ice in LA, Libtard Spurg, for bringing us this Metokur stream. Fuck LA. From Ozballs. Thank you for the years of entertainment. I work in downtown LA, hoping to work from home all week. Can you get telework? I mean, my God, you should be able to get it. Like, I can't come into the office today. Juan is burning American flags in the highway. they're stealing all their Reeboks and Nikes. I can't get through all the sneakerheads, scrounging around. All the homeless people have overdosed on fentanyl in solidarity with Juan. My car is hitting them like speed bumps, and I've gunked up my wheels. From Dude, hey Jim, still being Havana syndrome. I'm being gang-stalked by Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses, FBI helicopters. The voices in my head told me to delete my porn and video games. Well, if you're being gang-stalked by FBI helicopters, you should swing by LA because they need the extra aerial coverage of all these protesters. From Betty, thanks for your content. I love your hearty laugh and brutal honesty. Makes my day listening to you. Well, thank you. From Guest, Elvis Presley is the real Antichrist. Elvis will resurrect on June 11th by destroying Seattle, and on August 4th, he will enter Trump after he receives his head wound. For more info, watch Jurassic Liars. From Terminal Console, hey Jeff. Hope you enjoyed the Wall Street Unknown Gamers podcast. If you got a chance to enjoy it, my favorite part of your debate with Destiny that really demonstrates he's a low IQ. Oops, hold on. Low IQ moron was when he said the solution to the energy crisis was just to give Mexico money. I don't remember that, but that sounds like something. Hey, if you don't want them to, yeah, that was something he said, wasn't it? If you don't want them to rob you, just give them your wallet. They can't steal from you if you have no money because you've already given it to them. From Eric, hey Metokur, thanks for everything you do. I was able to find a wonderful girlfriend because she came to a bar wearing one of your hats. I wish you good health in the future. Well, really? Hey, that works out. See, folks? Hey, now, what better advertisement is there than that? From Eric, which I totally didn't write myself. But Eric says that he got lucky. He got a girlfriend. Wonderful girl. It says wonderful girlfriend because she went to metokur.myshopify.com and bought one of those fantastic hats. Buy a hat and get laid today. From Magumans, bless you, Mr. Metokur. Shout out to my councilman, Smol, Altar, and August. By the way, have you seen the Schizo LG TV project queering the past that the Troon teachers are What? Hold on. The Troon teachers are retconning real history. Shit is bleak. Queering the past? No, I've not heard of that. God, it sounds depressing. One more from Cataclysm. Hey, Jim. Just heard the Sarah I fully shaped Black Man Fields that riders will try to close LAX tomorrow. Escape from LA becomes a reality. Are they really going to do that? See, I don't think that's possible because I do believe by tomorrow there'll be more National Guard out and probably potentially Marines. I can't see at the federal level them tolerating it. I know that before this really kicked off, there were a couple of different sheriffs and captains of different departments that were saying that they would not assist ICE. They wouldn't assist any federal agents that came to their city to engage in any arrests or any lawful action. I don't know. But now that businesses are getting burned, cars are getting burned, people are looting things left and right. I mean, how long can this persist before it, accelerates, before people are breaking into houses, before they're breaking into, well, I mean, they're already breaking into businesses, but small businesses, I suppose, rather than corporate chains like the shoe stores, like the Nike places or Foot Locker or whatever the fuck it is. And they've got to put their foot down. And if the locals won't do it, the feds sure shit will. So we'll see. Let me pull up. 1 second here, everybody. Let me pull up super chats. I've got to dig through a menu to get there. Where are we here? Oh, I see. Here we go. Almost there. Grandpa Jim's just he's dragging his decrepit ass everywhere. From Darius Vestive. Damn it, take my shekels, I'll catch the mirror tomorrow at work. Dead Kalukas. Give Rambot a shout out, he misses you. Well, if he misses me, he should buy a fantastic hat that he can remember me and hold me close to his heart when he takes his hat off. Mr. Freebus. Well, I was going to go to bed, but hey, not every day you got to stream from the deathbed. From Jonah Hex. America is currently going down the Rhodesian path. Get your FN Falls and brushstroke camo shorts ready and enjoy the show. Ashes to ashes. If Trump can forgive Elon, surely you can forgive your old pal Ethan. Has Ethan done anything on the scale of Elon? Like, Elon's accomplished some shit. All right, he's pulled some stuff off. What has Ethan done aside from beat his wife? You know, kill a few dogs by cooking them in an oven. From Christmas Joan, really loving the 2014 riot vibes, but now Trump is in charge. Old cats gotta love it. Wrong Talk Radio. It's always opposite with libs. The marching Antifa communists call peaceful Christians fascists, while Antifa marches in black mass and violently intimidates and attacks anyone who disagrees. That's very true. I mean, we've seen this play out repeatedly. Oh, got a little audio feedback on that one. I think my connection's a little fucky today. Apologies for that. From a rocker something 83. Hey, Jimbo. Stoned on gummies and was about to play Escape from Tarkov till I saw you're going live. This is easier, the better of two options. Or you could do both at the same time. You could listen and play Escape from Tarkov. From Jeffrey Epstein. Can't stay tonight, but always a blessing to see you still kicking. I'm surprised you're still kicking, Jeff. I thought you did a suicide somersault with toilet paper around your neck. From Emperor of Dragon Kind. Hey, Jim. It's your psychic fan. It happened again. I wished you'd stream earlier, and it's if you answered the call. I'm focusing hard on your recovery. Earlier, it took me to a casino and I won a jackpot. Have a piece. Well, thank you. From New Guardian, LA riots are so 92. What the fuck are we getting? The Battle of Jim's driveway. There's good odds Ralph or Ricada will croak before you do. You know, I haven't really kept up on Ricada. You know, I kind of was waiting for the body cam footage from the beginning because I thought, oh, that'll be interesting. But I guess it's not coming out. And like the trial's over and it's been a year and a half. So I haven't really paid attention to what he's been up to in like 6 months. As far as Ralph, like he's pretty much at the end game of down bad, isn't he? Like no friends, no family, no lover, no money, no home, no possessions. He lives in a shack eating 2 peso tortas a day. Like you don't like that's can he even come back to the U.S.? I don't think he can afford it. From Sergeant Buck, adding to the Hatman's Taco Bell Fund. Pizza Chit, Yellow Super Chat, Leather Collar. Here's to the Taco Fund gifted monster. So Jim, you're gonna be mounting shotties to your Cripplemobile for the Summer of Love. I think we're gonna be good. I think Trump's just gonna start deploying the National Guard everywhere. From Pablo Soto. Add some toppings to your tacos, Leather Collar. Even the Candyman deserves some tacos. From Kiki, 90570. You think Trump's tipples were twisted on the island, or is this just an inautistic billionaire spurging out? By the way, hope you and your wife are doing okay. Well, thank you. HP Lovecraft tacos belong to Texas and Texas alone. From Leather Collar, build a wall of tacos. Bringsgart, oh boy, it's deportation time. From Brandon Buckingham, hope you're well, Jim. Long live Metokur. From Sukasa 829. See, I got it there. Thank you so much for the joy and bull you've exposed me to, Metokur. Nothing can replace your lack of care and judgment. All your hope is lost. NNREU. From BD, you should do a stream with Kirsch. Daddy Chip. You know, I have a stream that I've prepped a bit of already that I wanted to cover what happened with Kirsch recently. And you know, as far as the reporter went, and you know, the sponsors, and the people trying to cancel, and all that shit, as well as some other VTubing stuff. I wouldn't mind doing a stream where I talk about that with Kirsch. So if Kirsch wants to, feel free to say yes, and we will do a VTubing roundup, or where we talk about all the shit that's gone. I think that would be fun. From a name I can't pronounce because it's a language I don't know. Hail Jimbo. Hope you're healthy and in good spirits. Well, thank you. From the Bacon King, Summer of Love 2, Pedro's Awakening. Fantastic. Fantastic. From Sergeant Salamander, glad you're alive. Could you give my channel a shout out? I usually do alt history videos, but recently did one of my favorite underappreciated OVA. Also, from one weeb to another, what's an obscure anime you think everyone should watch? Well, I don't know if it's obscure, but I've said this 1,000 times. Legend of the Galactic Heroes, and the original run of it. Legend of the Galactic Heroes is one of the absolute best shows you can watch if you want a realistic look where they actually talk about the honest-to-God positives and negatives of different forms of government. It's set up where you have a totalitarian fascist state against a democratic republic. And they don't make one just good and one just evil. They legitimately look at the benefits and the drawbacks to each. And it's fucking fascinating. It's really good. And they were, they have no love for tropes. And as far as we have to keep this character around, we have to focus on this character. It depicts real war. And in real war, anybody can die at any time, and that fucking happens. It's so good. And as far as alt history go, have you ever covered Turtle Dove? I love his crazy lizard people addicted to fucking, oh my god, what was it? Oh shit, I'm blanking on it now. Not ginger. Cinnamon. I think it was cinnamon. Was it lizards that get high off cinnamon and invade the world during World War II? And the Nazis and communists and Americans have to unite to nuke them to hell and back? It's good stuff. Turtle Dove did some great shit. From Lady Chucklefuck, I fucking hate burritos. I'd rather have rooftop kimchi. Wouldn't we all? Christmas Johan, not to be a Debbie Downer on this glorious day of crushing pizza face libs, but Jim, when you eventually smoke your last Marlboro, how can we still support Jade and the fam? Well, I've worked at doing streams and other things to set it up so she doesn't have to worry about that. Making sure, like I've already talked about, having the funeral stuff prearranged and trying to get the paperwork prearranged. But, I've got collections of things, like video games, for example. So I went through and cataloged every game and already talked to multiple game shops to get actual quotes, and then literally talked to them and said, hey, I'm going to drop. My wife probably isn't going to keep this shit. She's probably going to come in and sell it. What's a realistic quote I can get for you for what I have? And that's all written down. I've done that with multiple things. So literally when I'm gone, she has, there's a little book with instructions on what do you do if you need this? Where do you go if you need that? Who can you call if you need this? All prearranged. I've had time to meticulously plan it. From Sly Maverick, got to catch the VOD later. Have a fun stream, Jim. Well, thank you. Psycho Gun Gear. What about the tortoise? From Chudbud. I passed a kidney stone this past Friday. In my pain, I realized I need to burn my hats and instead buy Mersh a new BMW and cream-colored jacket. Long live Mersh. May we all steal cats from him. My friend Griffin is a faggot, which is, I think, what you were going for. Yeah, the kidney stones suck. So I had a passable one on the left, which was 5mm, and I got that out. The one on the right, I'm fucked. When they did the CT scan on that one, it's 14mm. If you've ever had a kidney stone or know about them, there's no way that's getting passed. I don't know how that got into the ureter, and it's like in the distal ureter, so it's right by the bladder. I have no fucking clue how a 14mm kidney stone could conceivably have gotten out of my kidney, gone through the ureter, and gotten that far and that close to the bladder. But I have been pissing pure blood for a week and a half now. It's insane. So I have to go in. The urologist is going to have to scope me. And then what is it? I can't remember the name of it. It starts with like an L. But it's a scope with a laser on it, and they basically incinerate it inside you. So it's somebody in chat. Pistones sound awful. Yeah, 14mm. Yes. Usually, I think the limit is like 6 or 7mm, and that's even pushing it on the size that you're supposed to be able to pass. I still don't understand it. I don't think it should have been able to get into the ureter, but it did. So that'll be fun, but it's not serious. It's like same day shit. I think it takes literally a half an hour, 45 minutes. They go in, shove the scope in, zap the thing, and then you're in the hospital for like an hour, put some fluids in you, and send you on your way. Except, no, they actually put a stent in. I'm sorry. They'll probably have to put a stent in. It's this tube they stick in your dick. It goes up into your bladder, into the tube that goes from your bladder to your kidney. That's the ureter. And then into the kidney, and it wraps around. And here's the fun part, kids. If you ever get a kidney stone, they say, we need to stent you. So they put this giant tube in you through your dick that goes into your kidney. And at the end of it is a little string. So in 2 days to 7 days, however long it's in there, they'll eventually call and say, okay, take it out. You don't go to the doctor to get it out. You go to the bathroom, you grab the string, and then you pull it out. So I'm going to have the joy of taking a stent and just shimmying it out like a magician's trick. You know, when they have the the handkerchiefs tied together, except it's coming from my dick. Jesus Christ, man. I already talked to my wife about this. I was like, you're going to have to do it. Which that actually might be a terrible idea. Oh my God, now that I think about it, she has no idea what the fuck she's doing. She's going to grab that thing like, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, it's not going to be like a smooth, swift motion. She's going to yank it like she's trying to start a fucking lawnmower. Oh my God in heaven. She would try to start a lawn. Oh, fuck. That's exactly what she's going to do. That's exactly what she would do. She has no conception of how. Yeah, maybe I need to rethink my game plan on this. I don't think, I don't think having her pull it out is probably a good idea. Oh, fuck. That would probably be a really terrible idea, actually. Yeah, I'm going to have to do it myself. I just don't want it. I'm dreading it. To be honest with you, I'm dreading it. Jesus. You know, the weird thing to me, though, is when they did the CT and they found the location of the stone on the right side, 14 mil, you would think that would block the area completely, but that's the length. It's like 14 by 5 by 5. At least that's what they wrote. So I could still pass fluid. There's no swelling on the kidney. So I don't know. It's like a glass missile. Maybe I'll get lucky. But it wouldn't really be lucky because I'm going to scream. I mean, they're going to think it's like a fucking horror show over here. The amount of blood just getting it down there. Yeah, oh, God. And they're like these sphincter-like muscles that are like right at the beginning of the bladder and then right at the X. Oh, my God. It's going to be a fucking nightmare. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm a little fucked up, chat. I've like visualizing this now. Of my wife yanking a fucking stent out of me like she's starting a lawnmower. Holy shit. Oh my God. I'm actually kind of glad I talked this through. I would have let her do that. I would have asked her to help me because I'd be too much of a pussy to do it myself. And oh my God, she would have hurt me bad. Oh, fuck. Oh, from Gifted Monster. So who ended up with the cunt shirt? Probably me. It's part of like physical therapy because I've got to try to get some mobility back, but I'm limited in what I can do. I've taken up cycling. Well, we've got bike trails, so I'm not a cyclist cunt that everybody hates on the road, but I'll probably wear something obnoxious like that when I go cycling. Gator Milk, Sipper Supreme. A shout out to the Gatorite and Videodrome. We got the boys in the house. Killer Kino, Kane, J Hitler, Mango, and Whispers. Woo. From Sinac 8, no more burritos for you, eat burgers. From A, good to see you still around, Matt. Hope you're feeling better. You think the Marines will get called in again like they did in 92? I'm thinking it's possible with the way things are going. From JK, put everything in the burrito, Daddy Jim. From Veggie Bat, hey Jim, hope you're doing well. Here's $5 for your cancer meds. Hope Greasy Gavin gets the boot. We Kelly folk don't like him and Pelosi either. From Ray Gillette, I blame everything on Newsom for destroying my beautiful state. Dude rigged the recall. I want the Arnold back. From Dr. Dripton, you play Night Rain yet? It's pretty sweet. The Ice Dragon has a really good theme. No, I haven't. I'm actually kind of curious how people are liking it, to be honest. But I've seen a lot of people talking about Claire Obscura, whatever it is, Expedition 33, more than I've seen them talk about Night Rain, actually. From Felician, always look forward to the semi-monthly wellness checks, Chip. Look forward to listening to you while I go offer support to my local rooftop Koreans. Well, Godspeed. DSB Historical Society, Tour to Money. From Joe K, Quick Jim, unleash the rooftop Koreans. Big Trev, waves Mexican flag, cries when setbacks in Mexico. I know, it's stunningly bizarre. From Finn Frog 3, bully hunters need to step in and save LA. From Cobalt SS 2009, good to see you, Jim. 07, well, 07 back at you. The Bacon King, are they twerking on top of the cars like they did during the Summer of Love? Oh, it's coming. From Andrew P, holy hell, Jim, what a day. From N, hey, Jim, been watching since Shitako Stream 2014 when I was a high school freshman, about to finish law school, and wanted to say thanks for a decade of laughs. Well, enjoy your career. You know, law school, hell, probably going to make some good money. And you're right at the tail end of it, so you got through it, man. Go out there and make your bank. Get yourself a Lambo. From Ryan Acorn, always enjoy watching the world burn with Jim. Buy a hat. From Caveman, for trucks of civil order. From Lord Asserman, off topic, but if you watch the continuing spiral of Nick Krikeda, Dude's life is hilariously miserable, and he won't change it. Like I said, no, I haven't really been paying attention. I see things pop up once in a while, but I'm so far off the lore, I don't know. Like the most stuff I've watched is, like watching Kiwi Tapes and Smokey and stuff cover people on TikTok. I kind of jump ship from the sector to other shit. Mario Kart 13, don't take the Baldo Knot in Game Month chat. From Christmas Joanne, hey Jim, please use this 20 to cook up something nice for the upcoming 4th of July and celebrate not being a grossed communist. Well, I love me a 4th of July celebration. From Celius, how about a Torque Wheeler stream? From Blue Fire, here's to another summer of love and also to another year of you living. You sound rough, so remember to buy a hat for your hat, chat. The Wilford Brimley Rabbit, Jim, can you wish my friend, can you wish my good friend Captain Mirnals a happy birthday? It's our Captain Mirnals' birthday today. From Nate Oriel, Jim, happy to hear you're live, and well, what do you think about the new Xbox handheld, the Switch 2? I don't know why they released the Switch 2 with one fucking game. Listen, I've said everything I think about it previously. I think everybody else has said pretty much the same thing. The games are overpriced. Game key cards are a disastrous approach to this. One game is very weird. I don't know. I don't know what Nintendo's doing. It's a curse. I've noticed with a lot of companies that every time they release a banger of a console, the next one that follows it is a shithouse. And it looks like Nintendo's on track with kind of how it started out. Xbox handheld, which is what, the Rogue Ally, like crossbreed thing. I haven't seen that. I haven't watched the video on it. I know it got announced, but I haven't looked into it. From Merlot Williams, boss, you have to make a Scourge of the Stars shirt now. This has to happen. Glad to see you're still kicking. Kidney stones suck. Yes, they do. From Nitrem 10, there are black people in my yard. Well, take cover immediately and surround yourselves with books because black people hate them. And hide your sneakers because apparently they love stealing them. From Rusty Shackelford, whatever happens to Corinne, the old lady streamer you all used to mess with with Bake Backed in the day. I don't know, actually, what Corinne's doing. From the Bergie 4, great to hear you again, Jim. From The Adversary, Dr. Ron Pandolfi, Dr. Hal Puthoff, and Lou Elizondo approves of your stream, Mr. Antibully. Well, thank you. I probably butchered every one of those names. From Out of Touch, Patrick is pissed off the blacks now. He's under assault from the BLM now. From Twism, Emlaud Bao, Christmas Joanne, the Mexican cartels are well known for their brain surgeons. Well, if I need a good same-day surgery, my urologist is going to be from the Sinaloa cartel. Not only will he get me fucked up on fentanyl, but he'll take care of that stone by shooting it. From Brendan Fraser, hola, Senor Medicare. We illegals call these riots Pissed Pablo siesta time. Viva la raza. Tell my friend Ryan he's gayer than a pride parade. Well, you heard him, Ryan. From Molecule Mind, hello from British train conductor. Mario Kart 13, Officer Juan, but not forgotten. From Tonestar869, Jim, can you say Nicholas the Goat? Thank you for the $5, my man. Well, there you go. From Caveman, Escalade Officer, Pedro's traffic stop. From Celeas, Blue Sky has a 5% user retention rate. Is that actually true? God, that's dreadful. From Friendly Neighborhood Artist, or I wanted to say Autist, but it's Artist. Friendly Neighborhood Artist, what do you think about the Doodle Tunes thing that came out lying about you? Is there a Doodle Tunes thing? Let me go look. Hold on one second, chat. Okay. Well, I see two Doodle. You got to give me more. There are a bunch of videos, apparently. Did something happen with this fucking person? Let's see. Worst day of their life, kicked out of the group. Doodle Tones defends grooming. A timeline of degeneracy? Jesus, what the fuck happened? Somebody did a 5-hour video? The end of Susie Doodle Tones. There's another 20. Wow, something happened. Anybody in chat know? Is there any fucking way anybody could explain to me what the hell happened? Because apparently something did. I have to wait for chat to catch up, and it's slower because it's super chat segment. I would watch the video, but it's 5 hours. There's no way I'm going to be able to get to the exact thing. They got kicked out of their art group. Is that it though? Kicked out of the group? Kicked out of the group home? Yeah, but what's the grooming thing? Doodle diapers, doodle tones caught dropping the gamer word? What a retard. Oh, there's a bunch of shit. Oh my god. You know what? I'm gonna have to dig through this after the stream. Now I know what I'm gonna fall asleep listening to is a 5-hour stream talking about diaper shit or doodle tones. Oh, kicked out of a social commentary group because they got exposed for defending and covering up a groomer? Well, score one for Jim. It took 7 years, 8, 9, 10 years, 11 years, 12 years, something like that. But I called them out. They started shit with me for no reason. They didn't like me doing my DeviantArt videos. But I win. Jim wins. Jim wins in the end. Got exposed for being a groomer in their art group, I guess. I don't know. Jimmy wins. Diaper shitter 0, Jim 1. Okay, I've lost track where. Cyber God Keck, hail from Israel. From Korngly, thank you, Ice, for this live stream. From Bob Tweeliger, I've had kidney stones, hurt like the Dickens. Doctor gave me morphine and I felt better. Fell asleep and had a nice dream about dinosaurs. Well, because of the burst fractures I have in my back and just all the other shit going on, I'm on a fuck ton of pain meds, which I'm going to guess is why I didn't notice I had a 14 millimeter kidney stone on the right side. Because I've had kidney stones before when I wasn't on this amount of goofballs, and they hurt like fuck. I mean, they're very noticeable. There's just, I knew I was, so I started pissing blood, and I knew, and more or less, that probably is a kidney stone, but I just wasn't feeling it. I'm actually kind of glad I'm on the amount of shit I'm on, because I just, the size of that is a little fucking scary, to be honest. But again, I'll go have them zap it. And then have a fucking 20-foot string stuck up my dick. Matches burnt. Another leftist riot and pallets of bricks. Yeah, it happens every time. Those kids killed in Chaz were killed by Redditors. That is true. Never forget, the kids killed in Chaz. It's like 3 of them. There were 3 teenagers. From Christmas Joe, and again, Trump has deported 700,000 illegals so far, a new record. But only you can help Trump deport all communists by buying another hat for your hat. 4 out of 5. From Blue Fire, forgot to add, if you haven't seen it, watch 8060 Anime and read the light novels too. It's pretty good. From Cincinnatus, support your local ICE raids. From CyberGod Keck, they look like Palestinians. Oh, you know what? Support your, now I remember what that's from. Hold on. There is a mockumentary that had, here we go. I need to find the exact one though. Hold on. Oh, let me see if I can find it. Okay. This is actually really good. Sorry, chat. Just give Jim a second. He's got it. So there's this there's this mockumentary called CSA. Oh no, this is the wrong one. Damn it. Sorry. Hold on. So there's this mockumentary called CSA, Confederate States of America. It's a what if alt history thing, like what if the South won? But it's presented as you're watching television, and because you're watching television in this mockumentary, they have commercials, and they have one where you're talking about, what did you say exactly? Oh shit, hold on, I'm losing my place. I'm losing my mind. Oh yeah, support your local ICE raids. That's what got me. Yeah, so all these government agencies have been putting out advertisements like, if you see something, say something. And it reminds me of the commercials in CSA. They literally had one for escaped slaves. oh my God, this is probably inappropriate to play. But let me pull this up. Okay, here we go.
Do you know someone of questionable racial identity? A neighbor? Someone at work? Contact the Office of Racial Identity at 1-800-555-PASS. You might be eligible for a cash reward.
That's right. Passing.
For some reason, I'm sorry, the support your local ice raids and the advertisements they're putting out, it reminds me so much of this fucking commercial. I'm waiting for ice to actually make that. That's right. Passing. Yeah, see, they even got a BR extra eyes and ears. It's pretty on the nose. It's pretty good. I mean, the commercial hits a little different now with with everything going on. I'd like to report them. They're not passing. Okay, sorry. A little off topic. We got a little off topic. Sorry. Okay. They look like Palestinians. Okay. Solo on the Rich. Shout out to Short Fat Otaku crying for grape enthusiast illegal aliens like the land version of Greta Turdberger. Dev goes moo hashtag. Specifically, Socialist Rifle Association killed those teens at Cal Anderson during Chaz. Yeah, I remember, like I said, kind of talking about a bit of the details, and that wasn't it. That wasn't all. I mean, there were rapes, thefts, other shit that was going on, and then there was another one too. There was Chaz, but there was another autonomous zone, and I'm not talking about the name change. A completely different one related to another like riot or uprising, and they had similar shit happen there. I don't think 3 kids died, but there were like rapes and thefts. It was a disaster. All the fuck the police mentality, and it just was a disaster. They found out really quickly why having cops around might be a good idea once they got robbed, raped, killed, and beaten. From 220 Alert, Life is Great in Merida, Bish. From Caveman, they should get brain surgery with a pickaxe. From Pony Orzabal, now those guys aren't even immigrants. They're second-generation Mexicans born in the U.S. and wouldn't come to Mexico even if their lives depended on it. From Arcade Outpost, actually, here's a government-funded study that says everything they do is good for you and never wrong. From Brendan Fraser, hello, SAR. Looks like LA is going to surpass India's superpower at this rate. It's okay, Nurgle is India's strongest ally. Tell my friend Griffin he sucks ass at video games. Like, dude, get another hobby. From Gabriel Campos, how am I going to eat mystery meat in a tortilla if we deport MS-13? You're going to have to switch up to a new, exciting foreign dish, I guess. Maybe a curry? From Meme Gnome. Okay, what's this? Protest? Surely it must be for a noble cause, like, say, why is my tax money funding an atrocity in the ME? Oh, wait, nope. It's over being salty over ICE doing their jobs. What a piece of shit. Shadow Humor. I ate old pizza. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. From Bob again. Helicopter crash in DC. Female pilot ignored ATC and instructor commands to drop to 200 feet, then ignored ATC again. Pilot turned left now to avoid collision. 15 seconds later, DEI killed 66 people. These were literally the exact examples I gave Destiny. And it's super fucking bizarre that they started happening. The Adversary, Immaculate Constellation, the Dake Giraffe, Halo Flood people, Caps Lock 3, that one guy in the riot pictures looks like that try-hard emoji from Cordeloo. How is the California high-speed rail project going, Newsom? From Ticking Pigeon, hey Jim, this is gay, but I want to thank you. I mentioned the cult thing before, but you're also just a constantly sane person in an insane world. It kept me going. Can you please wish my fiance Joe a happy birthday with as many slurs as possible? Thanks. Well, Joe, I wish you a happy nigger day. That's what we call a happy birthday here in Spicktown. Now, why don't you whop your I'm running out. Why don't you whop your spick ass on down there and you have a great old day. Now, blow out the faggots. That's what we call candles. From your friend Ticking Pigeon. Did that do? Did we lose monetization? Was that a happy enough happy birthday? Did that work out for you? I don't know. I hope as many slurs as you could. I worked some in there. I used to know great racial slurs. Oh, I should have put Moon Cricket in there. Moon Cricket would have been a good one to go with. From John, Fat Tortoise, Christmas. Joanne, never thought I would see an USAID NED regime change operation in the USA. Timothy Reaper, are we going to see that guy to stop a Fed's car with his bare hands? Censor made me change how that was worded. Stop him with his bare hands? I don't think so. DSP Historical Society, Jim is killing it tonight. Keith Ringer, I cannot say how much I hate Assad. Feel better, man. From Neo, I just saw the June the King doc on you. You took your weekly uploads for granted as a young teenager. Glad you're still kicking, brother. Well, I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, June was actually a really nice guy. Had fun talking to him. Makes good videos. Watched his stuff before I actually ended up talking to him when he asked me for like a little interview thing. So it was nice. From Music Obtusism, I'm saying it so badly. Hello, Senator Mike Lee. Yes, I figured it out quite some time ago, lol. Daniel H. For the hat fund, longtime follower, thank you for the laughs. From 220 Alert, you got to accelerate to appreciate James O'Shagnessy, 2020. Juan, but not forgotten, Suffer Noah from Royston. Globalized Intifada, Antifa, BLM, and Hamas. That one octopus, people like Gavin need to be dealt with permajail, I'm thinking. From Mellow Master, thank God I don't have to work tomorrow so that I can stay up late to watch your kick-ass streaming. Love you, Jim. Well, thank you. A. Warren Johnson, which LA riot would you rate pretty good? I don't know. That's a toughie. There's so many. DSP Historical Society, Police Cube, Game, and Gavin. From the Gaff, why should Cali get any votes in federal law when they won't uphold it in their state? Either leave the union or get the Lincoln treatment. From Pizza Chet, who doesn't enjoy a nice cozy fire on the freeway? From Lichter Zadix, first time donating, Jim. Take care. Well, thank you. CyberGod Keck, make California into Gaza. Shadow Humor, I sharded. From Bartimus1, love you, Jim. If the limited troops deployed to stop the hostiles from taking federal buildings, maybe they can resolve this over the week. If not, it'll be the Insurrection Act and happy fun time camps in the desert until the hostiles are processed. Yeah, I think there's, regardless of what the solution is, I can't imagine that on a federal level, they're going to let the regional and local levels just ignore it and let it happen. Those days are done. From Idaho the Tricky, when the state was on fire and they couldn't use the river because of fish, I made a SpongeBob meme about it. Caption it, we did it, Newsom. We saved the Delta smelt with Bikini Bottom burning. From ShadowFox24, it's a refreshing change to see a city in flames on the news and then go outside and not smell the smoke of it. Had to edit that one for the ghost of Mama Susan. From Ova, take these fools down, Jim. From Cornigal, there's also almost impossible and super expensive to build housing in California because of all the regulations. That's also why the train project is doing so great. Yeah, I hear about these super projects in California that get started and then never go anywhere, but cost a ridiculous amount of money. From Panda Brawler, one time as a kid in the 90s, I told my dad I wanted to move to California. Dad said I had to learn to guard our home first. My mom is Korean, saw me on the roof with a Nerf gun and flipped out. Well, little soldier, you were doing your job. I'm sure your dad was proud. From Barb Rogers, Miss Solar, I have cured your cancer. Well, thank you. From Assy042, look up how Vlad the Impaler Dracula Tepes handled the homeless. I heard he hosted a great barbecue. From $10 Stew, these people view our nation like a hotel. They trash and party in it because they know we won't have to, or they won't have to cover the bill. The disrespect we are just expected to tolerate has made me sick for the last 10 years. I'm excited for the backlash. Now we're about 3/4 of the way through. I've got to take my voice is giving out on me. I will finish the super chats though. So relax, put on a quick little music thing. I'm going to grab a drink, come back and bang out the rest of these, and then we will call it an early, I was going to say a good weekend, early Monday morning, because now it's the weekday and everybody's got to go do their shit, except the rioters who don't have to do anything because they live with their mothers. So let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do Candyman. I like this song. Throw this on. I will be right back to finish up the super chats. Grab yourself a drink, grab the bathroom, and like 3 minutes, let's say.
Oh, hey there, sweetie squad. You want to come into Uncle Jimmy's van and maybe get some popsicles? Do you like popsicles, little boy?
Candyman, hey Candyman.
All right, everybody, let's gather around. The Candyman is here. What kind of candy you want? Sweet chocolate, small, pretend, gumdrops, anything you want. You come to the right man because I'm the Candy Man. Who can take the sunrise? Sprinkle it with you. Cover it with chocolate and a miracle or two. The Candy Man. The Candy Man. Ooh, the Candy Man can. The Candy Man can. The Candy Man can, cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good.
Makes the world taste good.
Who can take the rainbow?
Who can take the rainbow?
Wrap it in a sigh.
Wrap it in a sigh.
Soak it in the sun and make the groovy lemon pie. The Candy Man.
The Candy Man.
The Candy Man can.
The Candy Man can.
The Candy Man can, cause he makes
mixes it with love and makes the world taste good.
Makes the world taste good. The Candyman makes everything he bakes satisfying and delicious.
Now you talk about your child with wishes. You can even eat the dishes. Oh, you take tomorrow.
You take tomorrow.
Dip it in the dream.
Dip it in a dream.
Separate the sorrow and collect all the cream. The Candyman.
The Candyman.
Oh, the Candyman can.
The Candyman can.
The Candyman can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good.
Makes the world taste good. The Candyman makes everything he makes satisfying and delicious.
Talk about your childhood wishes. You can even eat the dishes. Yeah, who can take tomorrow? Dip it in a stream. Separate sorrow and collect them all the cream. The Candyman. The Candyman can. The Candyman can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good.
Makes the world taste good.
Yes, the Candyman can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good.
Makes the world taste good.
A Candyman, a Candyman, a Candyman.
Makes the world taste good.
A Candyman, a Candyman. Yes, yeah. Candyman.
Okay. Oh, there we go. So wondering why it was like, what the fuck? Trying to figure out why the video was still playing with no audio. Oh, old man, learn to work the OBS. Oh, excuse me. Okay, let's get to the rest of these. I think, yeah, okay, I read that one. $10 due. Okay, 1 second here. Let's pull this up. From Christmas Joanna Get, double the audio, double the Pride Month. From BD, I started talking to a cool girl because of you, common interest. But it's been a few months since we talked. I miss Martian radio. Nice treat. Thanks for coming back. Daddy Jim. Well, you got to pursue it there, BD. You can't just give up that easily. If you've got a common interest, you've got to take the initiative. Put yourself out there a little bit. Be willing to embarrass yourself. That's half of the, that's basically how you get by in anything in life. You've just got to push past the embarrassment. You'll be amazed what you can accomplish. BD again, we need assistance from the best Korean. Please respond. Roof Korean Sisters. From Hob Dobson, buy Corona with inflation for your hat. From the Clam Slam, give them the real fucking they deserve. From BD, as a green card holder, screw them taquitos. Again, it's gotta suck. You go through all the legal avenues, you do everything right, then you got a bunch of assholes on the evening news making everybody pissed off, and you're like, well, why am I taking heat for this? The Dashing Rogue, Silly Mexican Oryx. From Judy Tester 88, love you, Jimbo. Mighty Memes 007, everyone rides until the roof start speaking Korean. Very true. From Schroger, there are more Africans than African Americans at an Amazon I work at. They're not bothering to learn English, and it's caused so many mishaps, I can imagine. From BD, these riots are absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. From Anal Messiah, which is a great username. Look into the Futokichi Mana. If you want to hate humanity, you'll be disappointed. A VTuber that insists she's a V-singer that loves criticizing others for being anything right of Stalin. Sounds like fun. The Bacon King. But Jim, they have to feed their kids shoes. Delicious shoes. From Beetoof, they just need bread. The bread's in the sneakers. Death Corpse Rider, 655, 321. Ave Imperator, Ave Imperium, Iva, Pedra Illuminata. Timothy Reaper, now I need to see some fan art of baklava wearing skateboard enthusiasts. Don't we all? From MF Chicken Flipper, Summer of Love 25, gonna be wild. Scroats McGoats, Trump must send the 101st Airborne. President Eisenhower set the president for it. Trump should follow his example. Uncreative deconstructionism. Whoa, buddy. From David S. Jim, love you, brother. Screw going to work in 6 hours. This is worth it. Ride the Cali Yuga, brah. Cheers from Cali. From Uncreative Deconstructionism again. They should open more Taco Bells along the border. Get these Juans and Juanitas working legally. From Titan Uger. Probably not Uger. That would have been it. How to protect your stuff. Books in the windows. From Crumbs McCrummy. I just don't understand the point of it all. Do they really think that burning shit down will gain support from people? Are they going to try to take control through fear and threats? It doesn't win anybody over. You know, going out and destroying normal people's shit, making it inconvenient, like, the best way to piss off the populace and lose your self-support regardless of your cause is to, like, I'd say number one on that is block traffic. People going to and from work have enough shit to deal with and hate the drive already. You blocking the freeway, the highway, whatever, just pisses them off. Right behind that, burning down or looting the stores that they have to use every day when they have like 5 minutes of freedom before, they pick the kids up, but after work, that kind of shit. Burning down the convenience store, the gas station, the pharmacy, shit like that. Like, you're not going to convince anybody. You're just going to make them fucking hate you. From Grandfamore Blacksmith. As a Eurobro, I'm thankful for being able to enjoy Daddy Jim's stream at 6 a.m. and work. Also can't wait for the Kirsch Defense stream. Total V-tweeter death on creative deconstructionism. In the footage of the ride, I think you can see Ethan Ralph getting dumped off the corner by a group of Mexicans driving a pickup truck full of tortas. Paco Bell laughed my ass off. Mario Kart 13, all set in the motion because Zoe Quinn slept with 5 guys. From Kia, I live in Minneapolis. The culture here disgusts me. Currently trying to find somewhere near in the Twin Cities that isn't paused. Great stream. Oh, well, there are some nice suburbs and some good rural areas, but you've got to look around a little bit. But it's not too far from where you are. Say D, those rooftops need some Koreans, and abortion should be mandatory in blue areas. Uncreative deconstructionism, I wish you a million super chats, Mr. 4-Star Hatman. From BD, white pill time for Daddy Jim, positive Nancy. Con Stank, say that Will is gay. Well, you heard him, Will. From Bacon Man, first generation American from Russian, arrived as a baby. Just say the word, I'll fly the helicopter myself. When you pass, leave a Jade a mountain of food. Don't give her Mexican tap water like Ralph. Well, I can't afford the fancy bottled Mexican water that Ralph is so fond of at the restaurants. Seth the Man, Juan but not forgotten, Midwest Request, Mexican American here, and so embarrassed and infuriated at the same time it hurts. Well, you just make sure to put on a Metokur hat, wave an American flag, and tell them to fuck on off back to where they came from. From Drexen, the writers need to be reminded that 2 wands don't make a right. Dr. Shitlord, get well, Jim, and keep laughing. From John Carlo Reyes, if a certain Mexican hog enters LA, will ICE deport him back to Mexico? I don't think Ralph can actually come back to the U.S. Not because he has like a warrant out, but doesn't he owe like 8 years of taxes? He's kind of fucked. From Ghost King Nix, hey Jim, if you're still making anime recommendations, check out Kino's Journey, the 03 version, Godspeed Cancer Man. You know what I really want to watch? Oh my what the fuck was the name of it? Is it Claymore? There's like a female berserk anime that people have kept recommending that I want to give a shot. I think it's Claymore. It's supposed to be bloody as all hell and violent. Actually, let me wait for chat. Does anybody in chat know what I'm talking about? Is Claymore the anime I'm thinking of? It's like the chick with the big sword that just, it's depressing and violent as all fuck. The, quote unquote female berserk. Yep, that's clear. Okay, cool. All right, thank you, chat. Yeah, just as far as like anime and manga and stuff go, like, look, I'm a big fan of isekai, right? I love that shit. The otherworld stuff, reincarnation, I love it. Like, I'm addicted to it. And I know it's become, like, the genre, right? Entertainment seems to have this weird decade-long cycle. If you look at American, kind of Western entertainment, what did you have? We had about 10 years of zombies. So you had all the stuff like the 28 days and 28 weeks later, the Resident Evil movies, The Walking Dead. It was just everywhere. The video games, everything was focused on zombies. And then it stopped. And it went to the next cycle. And that next cycle was what? It was cape shit. Superheroes, Marvel, DC, everywhere. Video games, movies, comics, television, everywhere. As far as like anime and manga, I feel like it also follows like a 10-year cycle. And, isekai was the thing that I was really into, and I still really enjoy it. But I feel like it's about to flip to something new, and I'm not sure what that's going to be. I kind of hope it goes back to ultra-violence, kind of that almost 90s aesthetic, where everything was bleak and dark and just bloody as hell for no reason. And I've seen a few anime and read a few manga that kind of followed, along that. So I know Claymore's older, but that's kind of something I wanted to get into. I like it. I'd like, I don't know, the next cycle to be dark. Like if we're moving away from the isekai stuff, I want to get into like the dark shit. I hope that's where it goes. That would be fun for me. Maybe not. I don't know. Somebody saying sci-fi based. Zombie Slop is coming back. No, I wouldn't say they tried that with Blood Sea. I'd say Blood Sea was kind of like out. That felt like it was just thrown out on its own. Like they hucked that out there. They're like, let's see if it lands. And it kind of didn't. Okay, I missed a few here. Or I should say some more came in. Let me just a few more. Oh, let's see next. Where was that? Anime. Cartoon Foxes. Jim, I'm happy you're still with us. To laugh at this with us. Name taken. I was about to comment seppuku in your honor, but your fellow YouTuber Mr. Sen said you were regarded and gay, so now I don't know what to believe in. Can you two face off in a Creator Clash 3 now that IDub sits in the cuck corner? I don't know. Isn't IDub taking 34% or some shit? I don't know if I want to give my earnings up to him. From BV Deemer, you're a cuck here, Metokur. Been a listener since 2012. We'll try to buy a hat and good luck to you. Well, thank you. From Beatus, g'day, Jim. Came to the U.S. from AU. It really does shit me watching all these people shit on the U.S., cheat the system whilst getting a free pass. Cost me thousands to come, but well worth it. Take care, Mr. Jim. Well, I stand by. I mean, I think there are great countries out there, but I stand by the fact that that our country gives you the best opportunities. That's not to say everybody that comes here is going to become a super rich, famous millionaire with a ton of power and driving a Lambo and fucking supermodels, right? Obviously. But I think your quality of life and the opportunities you'll have and your children will have are much better here. You really do have a better chance at pursuing what you want to pursue, especially if you're an entrepreneur. I mean, there are a lot of small businesses that fail, but you have an actual chance to pursue it here. And there are mechanisms to help you do that. And it just feels like in some countries, you're fucked. If you don't have the money through family, if you don't have connections to government, you're just fucked. Let's see. Flying Bowser. Hi, Jim. Have you kept up with the Billy Mitchell-Carl Jobst lawsuit? I've been reading Billy Mitchell's Twitter account, and it is funny shit. Now, Mitchell, right? All I knew about him was what I saw in the documentary King of Kong. And they do a really good job of painting him as the world's biggest asshole. And I think he likes to play into that. And I know people have accused him of cheating at games. And there have been different YouTubers that have compiled different compelling reasons for why that is. But I'll say three things in regards to this. I've seen other documentaries Mitchell's been in. They're like related to King of Kong. They actually share footage. And then they expand on it. The thing about Mitchell is, while you could claim and put together an argument that he's a cheater, he really does know how to play these fucking games. There's numerous pieces of footage of him, doing live events where they're playing these games. Do you know after the initial news piece they had done on Twin Galaxies and all the people with high scores, after that had come out, some millionaire put together a video game tour for America, where he rented out coliseums and filled them with video games, huge fucking arenas. And I think Mitchell was one of the people hired to be on that. But they would go and play in front of tons of people. So I know Mitchell is capable of actually achieving high scores and being very good and proficient at these games. So that's one thing. Two, while I do think he can be arrogant and egocentric and all of that, I feel like that's a bit. He's playing into that to sell his stuff, and that all culminates in this third part with the lawsuit with Jobst and kind of what happened after Mitchell won. He could have been the most vindictive cunt if he was really an asshole. He could have just been horrific in the things he said and did because he won. But everything I observed from him on Twitter, right, he didn't do that. He's making lots of jokes. He's poking at Jobst and the whole situation. He's selling hot sauce with discount codes, making fun of Carl Jobst. And he's playing up to that I'm Billy Mitchell thing. But just, I don't know. After watching how he's reacted after this lawsuit, he doesn't strike me as a fucking horrible person. Like, he's been built up to be like this ultimate evil. But he doesn't come across like that. He just comes across like a guy that makes jokes and sells hot sauce. And, kind of after watching that, I thought to myself, do I really give a shit if this guy cheated at Donkey Kong? No, I kind of don't. I don't know what to tell you, chat. I don't give a shit if Billy Mitchell cheated at Donkey Kong. I literally don't fucking care. In fact, I want to buy his hot sauce. All Carl Jobst has done is make me want to buy Billy Mitchell's hot sauce. Carl, you lost your fucking house, and all it accomplished was making me buy this man's hot sauce. I don't think that's how you wanted it to turn out, bro. I don't know. I'm reading chat to see like if I'm on my own on this. Maybe I am. Oh, it looks like some people have tried his hot sauce. Pretty good. I don't know. I don't know what it tastes like. One of my problems with hot sauce is I like it spicy, but they cut it. Some of them really cut it too much with vinegar. And I just don't like that kick of vinegar. I need it balanced better. So if he can balance it better or make it spicy enough where you don't really notice that, I'd like it. So I don't know what it tastes like, but I'm considering giving it a shot. But anyway, that's the answer to your thing. At the end of the day, do I care if Billy Mitchell cheated at a video game? Fucking no, I don't. He seems like somebody who actually can play the video game. I think it would be more egregious if Billy Mitchell was a complete retard that didn't know how to hold a controller. But the guy lived at the arcade for like 20 years. Could he have cheated? Sure. Have people put out compelling evidence? Yeah. Yeah, I think I've seen a few videos that were pretty fucking good at putting together an argument. But yeah, he's not the devil. I'm sorry. Like, really, when I step back and think about it, I'm like, yeah, I don't fucking care if this guy cheated at video games. He just seems like a guy that likes to joke around and sell hot sauce. I think it sucks for Carl. I kind of feel like he fucked his whole life into the dirt with this. Like, he owes so much money. I don't know what he's going to do, right? Like, his house is on the line. I don't know how Australia works. Maybe some people in chat are from there. They can explain it. Like, is he compelled to sell his house? Yeah, is anybody in chat from Australia? Since Jobst lost the lawsuit right in Australia, and he's forced to pay this settlement, this judgment, will they take his assets and make him sell it? Like, is he gonna lose his fucking house? Again, there's a bit of a delay, so I've got to wait a little bit. Somebody said he's filing for bankruptcy. Now, I think in America, if you file for bankruptcy, oh shit, is it they leave one like property and one vehicle untouched? Okay, somebody's saying he has to sell. Yep, no, I'm American, yeah. Somebody said bankruptcy and tax fraud, putting assets under your wife's name. Oh, I really hope he didn't try that. Like, he has to realize that he's under a microscope right now. And, God, I hope he's not dumb enough to do that. Why do I feel like Carl is the type of guy that will go on Discord and tell his buddies, like, I really fucked Billy. I hid my assets in my wife's. Oh, God, I hope he's not that stupid. I have a feeling if he did something like that and Mitchell got a hold of it and brought that to court, the judge would double the judgment. Somebody said he did. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, that's really brutal. Did he really do that? Did he really do that and then brag about it? He's not that dumb. He's not that fucking stupid, is he? He literally did that. Did he really do that? Is Carl Jobs that fucking stupid? He's not that stupid. He did that. Literally did. Holy shit, what an idiot. His Discord leaks showed he asked AI for legal advice. Wow. Okay. I don't know. Well, okay. What a dumbass. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm a little tired. It's a little late. I don't. Oh, wow. I don't know if he did it. I'm not that up to date on it. People in chat are saying he did. That's so dumb. Oh, I hope he's not that stupid. I hope he's not talking about trying to hide money from a judgment and, fucking around with bankruptcy. And then he's bragging about it in Discord. Oh, that's catastrophic. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. God, you know what would be really funny? Holy shit. If Billy Mitchell put together a YouTube video where he tries to prove that Carl Jobst is hiding his assets in an emulator. he mirrors what people did when they shit on his Donkey Kong stuff. He's like, as you can see here, we noticed that the Discord log isn't lined up properly. This is clearly in an emulator. He's hidden his assets in a Chinese emulator. I just, wow. I guess I'm glad I'm not Carl Jobst. Wow, Jesus, dude. Like, how do you turn that much of a judgment into something worse? I guess you try to defraud the government by fucking with your bankruptcy and hiding assets? Like, oof. Oh, my God. I bet you Mitchell, oh, he must feel like the cock of the walk. Like, dude, you've got to play into it. Oh, you've got to, Billy Mitchell needs to what was that? What Spider-Man movie was it? Where he turns into the bad Spider-Man and dresses up like a cunt and is like dance walking down the street. Like, that's what you got to do, Mitchell. You got to commit to the bit. You've got to go full tilt with this shit. You've just got to be the world's biggest dick and just rub it in his face. Oh, I will buy some hot sauce if you do. Nicholas Cruiser, Short Violent Tugs, Jim, from Johnny. Thanks for everything, Jim. The best aristocrat. Cartoon Foxes. Remember, kids, urethral sounding isn't just a kink, it's practice. From Sync. Make sure Jade does it as a reach around. Nicholas again. It's shaped like an everlasting gobstack. God, I hope not. Grandifora Blacksmith. Kidney blade, let it rip. Mario Carter 13. Your urethra is about to take the knot. Rip. Yeah, I've reconsidered this now. I was actually going to have her help me with that because I was a little freaked out by the thought of it. But yeah, I'm not kidding you. She probably, because she's not like a chick's not gonna, she's not gonna think. Yeah, no. God, she'd start it like a lawnmower. Holy shit, I'd probably end up in the ER. And what an embarrassing 911 call. What's your emergency? Well, my wife ripped out a 20-foot cord from my dick. I'm screaming on the floor. Send help, please. Raging Bull. Jim, is this how you're going to lose half your schmeat? Do your yoinking out of stone? Dr. Squirrel Boy. Would love to see you do a stream with Kirsch. Also, Legend of the Galactic Heroes is awesome. Yeah, it's a great show. Timmy Carl. Eliza has cancer. Wish her to get better. P.S. Africada. Well, I hope you get better, Eliza. I know what it's like. It sucks. Hopefully you've got like a good treatment regimen. They can bang it out for you. Ryan Acorn. You need to tie the string to something and throw your mobility scooter into reverse. That would be a wrong fucking approach. Wrong Talk Radio. Antifa calls Christians fash when they attack and intimidating anyone who disagrees. Subversive Cretans, everything is backwards with libs. They use nice words so you look bad when you call them out on it. From Entropy. Can I get a bottle shake for our boy Ethan? Ralph. From Tadash. Hey, Jim. Did you hear about the last Smash Brothers drama? They banned a guy for the stupidest reason, and the guy ended up throwing himself into a train. No, I did not hear about that. Really? Did this just happen, or is this like old news that it's been brought up again? I'll have to check that. God, there's a lot of shit. The Doodle Tone stuff, now the Smash stuff. Wrong Talk Radio. By the way, Jim, your streams got me through high school. Started watching during Gamergate, and now I'm in commercial pilot training to provide for my girl and raise normal kids in a degenerate world. Well, I hope you get through it, man. You go out there and you do your thing. Make those big bucks. From Joe Haynes, have you heard of the Lucas Botkin drama? No, I have not. From John, Bossman Crack is getting released in 4 days. I bet you he'll be right back out there gambling it all away. From Nom Nom Cat Food, somebody find Jim's voodoo doll already. It's time for the miraculous comeback story arc. From Kyla Dante, yeah, there may be black-clad avowed communists laying siege to a police station while LA burns, but it could be worse. I heard some guy crashed a car once in Charlottesville. Very true. From Nicholas. And towers are a community building exercise. Self-towering is for the gays. Spark Hard. Jim died over a year ago. This is all AI, or all Jade running in AI. Beyblade Warrior. Love these videos and streams throughout the years. Gur nerds rise up. From Chili Cheese Gay, or Chili Cheese J. LA is basically old Detroit in the RoboCop movies. From 220 Alert. Long live Jimothy Bish. From Erza McCone. Kirsch has done no wrongs. From John. Gunt should get online casino sponsorship. He probably could. Scarfy the Strange, to be fair. The last time someone failed to deploy the National Guard during a riot, get tried for insurrection. Very true. Beyblade Warrior. Read the Claymore manga. It rocks. The anime is great as well. John Carlo Reyes. Watch Gundam. Chat. Yeah, well, I did. I have watched. I've got a couple of Gundam series, actually, on Blu-ray. From Fu Manchuian. We need more Jim more frequently. And I think that is the last one. Okay, chat. We'll do one more checkup. We'll do one more checkup to see what we've got here. Do we have any breaking news updates? Is California literally on fire now? Have we gone completely overboard? Oh, let me see. Why is Civil War trending? Jesus Christ, you turn around for a second. How do we get Civil War trending? Pallets of bricks dumped at key locations around LA. This is highly orchestrated. Yeah, I keep seeing pictures of that. The LA riots are worse than the Civil War, Pearl Harbor, 9/11, and J6 combined. It's a tragedy. Never forget. Never forget. Now, what song are we going out on? Let me see. Give me a second here. Let's see if we can find a good one. What song could I play that will just annoy the shit out of everybody? I'm going to find a foreign song as our outro, so you're all like, what the fuck is this? What is this guy playing? Oh, excuse me. Got the hiccups now. Maybe the kidney stone has turned around. It heard what my wife was going to do and has now turned around and entered my stomach somehow. Okay, let's put that one on. There we go. Put our little dancing pudding on. Okay, let's just throw up some shit that it's just fucking, what is this? Everyone, thanks for coming out. We'll see how this goes. Like I said, I don't know where it's going to go, but I have a feeling National Guard and Marines are going to get deployed more. I don't think the federal level is going to allow this to continue. I don't think it's going to play out like the riots of the last 10 years. I think those days are done. And I'm hoping that means that the people that are destroying shit and, just unabashedly committing crimes actually face some repercussions for once. Except for the sneaker guys, because I don't think anybody's ever going to catch them. I think they've gotten away with their Nike theft. Anyway, hope you enjoy your Monday and the rest of the week for you. If you're in LA, try to work from home. Do some telework. Call in sick, maybe. I wouldn't be stepping out there. At least not for the next couple of days. Anyway, everybody take it easy, and I'll see you when I see you.
头疼，整理好心情，再踩些油门。女王的新衣，耀眼的星星，时尚的基因搭配什么？看我的心情。你可以亲吻我的戒指，但不能碰我皇冠。我一天当中只有梳妆打扮时才狂乱。穿我的新衣，希望每一天有不同的惊喜。穿我的新衣，从来不敷衍，但扮得惊喜。穿我的新衣，希望每一天有不同的惊喜。穿我的新衣，从来不敷衍，但扮得惊喜。心高气嗨，什么金丝狗？梳一个油头，什么花香？脸上擦的是什么花粉？好点的胭脂，什么花红？
不怕自多，幸好不太执着，穿我想穿的随便啥子牌子火。我是人穿衣服，他们衣服穿人，老子人就是名牌，他们人是胎神。我的身份有点贵，还不挺身子，走到街上就看1000台进口奔驰。我来自成都，是成都的恩赐，你听到的不光音乐，怎么还有真实？没人稀罕到我表现的就像过生日，帝王喜把我当偶像，喜欢我的根子，还有哥哥姐姐叔叔阿姨都是粉丝，欣赏不来什么钱包，你们就该生日。
穿我的新衣，希望每一天有不同的惊喜。穿我的新衣，从来不敷衍，但扮得惊喜。穿我的新衣，希望每一天有不同的惊喜。穿我的新衣，从来不敷衍，但扮得惊喜。Look at me， 不化妆的花了，喷上爱的香水，否则不可能出发的。哪个女生不爱美？时尚我满血8个，你爱的那个 bad boy 都想领我的花，有多少 hate 他们把我视为眼中钉，当嫉妒从你心里爬到脸中心，做自己就是你，做个最时尚的新人，打扮漂亮的